Hello and welcome to the wood. A few minutes late because I'm not going to say anybody's name, but Miss Parker is the reason we're late. And
I am not.
Well, yeah, and another guest didn't even show up, so at least you showed up.
I am not. First of all, the reason that you're late because you were not here on time. Me, Red Eye, and Shabisky were here backstage waiting on you, and you decided you needed to go take a shit, and we don't even know if you washed your fucking hands. So don't put that.
I never wash my hands when I take a shit.
So what took you so long?
I jerked off first.
See, everybody, there it is, right there. Proof, folks. Clip it.
With puppy hands.
There it is. Proof that I'm not the reason.
I get my dick pink eye.
That's disgusting. Why does your dick have eyes?
What? Whose dick doesn't have eyes?
I don't like this anymore.
Did you use plural then, and that's worrying.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I did grow up near a toxic waste plant, so maybe I'm weird.
Is your penis like a potato? It just like sprouts eyes.
Sprouts other penises too.
No.
My crotch is like an octopus.
Does it whisper to you late at night that you should rob a bank?
It actually does. How'd you know? It talks to you too.
No, it's just I've heard of mutated penis syndrome before. They always want to rob banks. Very greedy.
Well, by the way, we do welcome and thank Miss Parker for joining us tonight. And also, I don't know where the hell Ben is. I mean, he the one messaged me a few weeks ago, like, "Hey, I'm gonna come on the 14th." I'm like, "Hey, homie," and then he don't show.
And then he don't
cancelled though. I cancelled him. Sorry, my bad.
But he's a great guy. Oh, and he just messaged me. Sorry, man. I tried. I forgot you asked for the 15th. Hope I didn't leave a gap in the show again. Yes, you did.
Yeah, get in here. Talk to me. But then again, I've heard that you like gaps. So.
I love gaps, especially the hairy ones.
Yeah, heard you like gaps.
The bleeding hairy ones.
Okay, see, look, everything was cool, and then you got to put extras on shit like that. I don't understand why.
Because I'm sweet.
That's not sweet though. Like that's not.
That's some real good shit.
Oh my god, you have a shit fetish.
I'm going literally no cap tonight.
Oh my god, I'm so proud of you.
Get my beautiful shiny little ball head.
I'm going no panties.
Yeah, me too.
No panties.
That's good. I like no panties. If you wore a summer dress, it'd be awesome.
I am in a summer dress.
That's great. Now you need to like go outside in the wind.
There was very little wind today, but when I walk, the skirt does come up high. Yeah. So yeah, it's technically just it's an oversized shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember a long time ago when I was a teenager, we had these girls that wanted to, redo the famous Marilyn Monroe photo, right?
Yeah.
And but we didn't know how to. We was trying to come up with the best way to do the wind, right? We didn't have no fans or anything. So what we did is we went to a car wash and took the air hose
and blew up the skirt. I mean, that'll give the same effect, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the only reason that happened was because of the vent from the the air coming through that vent. Man,
so that's what we did. We took the air and it worked. I mean, it was for what it was. That was a long time ago, so the photos really sucked, but it was good for that time. So,
God damn it! Give me 1 second.
Yes, ma'am. Anyways, Shabisky, you know what famous photo we're talking about?
She's all like, with her
yeah. She was. Do you think Marilyn was hot?
Yeah, from what I remember of the picture, yeah.
She was hot, dude. She was hot, especially for that time because she was slutty, right?
Yeah.
And there wasn't a whole lot of slutty girls back then. They was famous anyway. Now you got me, they're dime a dozen. I mean, she was risque. It's like Elvis, right? There wasn't a whole lot of people just shaking their dicks back in the day. But he did it.
I was like, she's attractive, right? Yeah, she's a slut. She's a slut.
Well, we saying sluts aren't awesome because they're awesome.
Do you find Marilyn attractive? Yes, she's dirty, dirty girl. Yeah, it's very attractive.
Oh, she's a slut.
But what? Okay, I'm talking about slutty for that time. I mean, risky. It's what they called her. I wasn't really calling her a slut.
Showing your shoulder is like,
yeah,
like slutty.
That's what I meant. Slutty for that time. For that time, man, that was very risque to do a photo like that, to do that scene. That was very risque. They didn't do a lot of shit, but you're right. Like showing shoulders was kind of risque back in the day. Now it's like, what the fuck, dude? We went from like, if you showed like a little bit of leg to motherfucker showing the pussy lip.
No, we've gone from a little bit of leg to leaking your own porn so you get Kardashian famous.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least Marilyn had talent. Kardashian girls, they just they're pimps. They're hustlers. Don't get me wrong, they're pimps. They're straight up hustlers. But I wouldn't say they're talented.
I would say that Marilyn. Let's just have a quick look at some of the men she was linked to. Well, I'll say this: Happy birthday, Mr. President.
Yeah.
Was one instance. What was the very famous baseballer that she also hooked up with?
Joe DiMaggio.
Boom. She.
But yeah. She wasn't. But there was a couple of movies where she actually put on very good performances. And she wasn't a bad actress. She wasn't like great actress, but she wasn't the worst actress. And she put on some good shows. Look, I respect that. I like. And she came from very humble beginnings. And how she got that idea of the character of Marilyn Monroe was like a cocktail waitress. She said that her and her boyfriend went to a restaurant or something like that, and the waitress was flirty to get tips, right? And she talked like that, and Marilyn was like, "Dude, that's gonna make dick hards. That's
a gimmick I can run with."
Yeah. Exactly. So she ran with a gimmick because she was not, and actually people think she was a ditz, but she really wasn't. That was all gimmick, right? That was all gimmick. And so she's a very intelligent, like girl. I respect the shit out of her, basically. I'll be honest with you.
Respect the shit out of that slut, right, Pam?
Yeah. I like that whole bitch.
Dirty.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
One respectable
great actress.
Slut.
Yeah.
That slut is a great actress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, talking about beautiful non-sluts. Look at that. Yeah, that girl. Well, look at that. I want to see Shabisky. That's an ass you could not.
And here we have Miss Parker showing off the latest. And
she would break that girl would just break your
fashion.
ass biscuits.
Don't lie. That's not.
Oh no, Miss Parker would throw some Johnny on your ass, give you a fucking heart attack, son. You could not handle that. That's big boy stuff right there.
Yeah,
that's big boy.
It's definitely big. It's definitely a big boy playground.
Yeah, it's a big boy playground.
When you're dealing with a butt like mine, you have to be able to you got to know what you're doing. You got to know what you're doing.
Yeah, there'd be some muscle control involved that you've never experienced, Shabisky, that could be capable of tearing your penis off quite.
There's a difference. There's a difference in grabbing an ass and then grabbing that kind of ass.
Yeah, like there's a grip to it. Like you have to cut underneath. You got to get under that shit.
Yeah, like work it up like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh damn.
Yeah,
I like to think of asses like cakes. And so. Someone like Miley Cyrus, that's like a little pancake, right? Like little pancake. It's flat. It's like, flatbread. And then you have someone like Jennifer Lopez. That's a cupcake. It's sitting up there nice. It's all perky. It's fluffy. You want to touch it. That's a cupcake. Then we can move up and you start looking at like Megan Thee Stallion. Now, bitch, that's a wedding cake. Okay.
That's like triple layer. That's like a layer cake.
You got these layer cakes. I like to think of it as cakes. That's why I call them cakes.
Yeah. On your case, Shabisky, it's like multiple stacks of Pokemon decks.
Oh, just flat back all the way down. Just flat back. Let's see that ass, Shabisky. Come on, stand up. Let's see whose ass is bigger.
My Pokemon.
I want to see that Pokemon booty.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
Oh,
So go on and poke it out one time for me. Go on and poke.
There's been a few mon poke that thing.
I don't wear underwear during the streams.
I like it. So you're going full Winnie the Pooh. Yeah.
It's just a shirt and a beanie, and
he goes pantless.
Nice. That is how my god baby has been dressing since he was born. Just put a hat on him and a shirt, and he's good to go.
That's how I am. Just hat and shirt, put it on me, and I'm good. That's all I need.
That's it. I mean, I love it. I wonder what your couch smells like, because it's just balls on fabric at that point.
It smells great. Check it out.
Balls on, all right. Hot balls on fabric, bro. You know we live in the same place. Okay, it was like 110 degrees today. So if you got your balls on your couch, I don't want to come to your house. I wanted to come to your house, but now I don't.
I have this thing called AC.
I don't care. I don't listen. No, I don't believe you. There's not enough AC in the world to warrant your balls on a couch.
Oh, they're fine.
No,
but y'all got that
sweaty.
But y'all got that dry ass. You got that dry heat. So
I don't know what that means. I hear people say that. Oh, that dry heat's not that bad. It's all bad. 100 degrees is always bad.
But think about that. But think about 100 degrees with like 80% humidity.
Granted, I hate humidity, and the reason I hate humidity is because it's bad for my skin. It just does horrible things to my complexion, and then the mosquitoes. For whatever reason, the humid places have lots of bugs and mosquitoes. Yeah, I don't like mosquitoes. That's what I said, mosquitoes.
No, skeeters.
That's what I said, mosquitoes.
No, skeeters.
Now, skeeters.
That's what I said.
Calm down. They didn't do nothing.
Skaters. You got chiggers and you got skitters.
Listen, I don't know why you have to constantly mansplain things to me. I said mosquitoes.
And yeah, but you didn't say skaters.
I said mosquitoes because that's how you say it.
No, you say skaters.
Just because you're illiterate doesn't mean that I have to follow down that road.
Hey, I can say skitters.
Nobody knows what you're saying.
Everybody from the South know what the fuck I'm saying when I say skitters.
I feel like I need to call the NAACP if you continue using this word.
I didn't say nothing. Man, I'm not. I am not. I got one of my better friends is black.
Of course, I'm not racist. I have black friends. Yeah, that makes sense.
I spoke to one at a gas station the other day.
Yeah. What do you mean? I eat chicken with black people all the time.
Yeah. I'm not racist. I've been to jail. I've been poor, said Shanny.
Yeah, I've been to jail, prison. Also, being ghetto means that you eat out of trash cans. I learned that too.
My dad. Well, I'm pretty ghetto. Let's face the fact. I ain't never ate on no garbage can.
No, he said, G-Man told me that. He taught me that. You know, I've been listening to G-Man, so I get all of my information from G-Man.
That motherfucker ain't never been to a goddamn hood in his life.
That's what he said. He grew up really, really poor, and they used to eat out of trash cans, and that's what being hood is. Being hood is eating out of trash cans. That's what hood is.
Does he not know there's people in the hood that's got, some people got money in the hood?
No. Everybody eats out of trash cans.
So I don't think he know what hood means. Really. No, he really don't. He don't really. But he didn't even know what the cookout meant. That's a 40-something-year-old goddamn black man that no wrong know the cookout reference.
Well, yeah, he also made a weird reference to, we're gonna eat this chicken ghetto style, and I'm like, we don't know what that means. Like, he doesn't know what the word ghetto means either. I'm like, what do you mean? Everybody eats chicken the same way, either on a plate or off a plate. You just eat chicken.
Yeah, and making that reference, I'm afraid never been to the South because everybody eat chicken there.
Everybody eat chicken. Yeah, like what are you talking about? Anybody's gonna grab a piece of chicken and eat it the exact same way. It's messy, it's greasy, and it's delicious. You know, like we all eat it.
G-Man is a white dude with dark skin. Let's face it.
No, don't throw him. Don't, no. What?
He's like, we don't want him over here. No.
Yeah, no. G-Man.
I think he's Australian. G-Man is Australian with a really, really good tan.
No.
Yes.
No.
I think so. See, Shabisky believes me too.
Yeah.
See, I don't think he's because we don't have ghetto. I don't know what a ghetto chicken is. We have cobra chickens.
Well, I didn't say he was on the good white side. I said he was on the bad white.
We have cobra chickens, but we don't. I don't know what a ghetto chicken is.
They're very rare and they're delicious. They come pre-seasoned and they're usually blackened.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. We have bin chickens over here, which is an ibis,
and they may or may not wear blue or red. I'm just saying.
Yeah, depending on where you get your chicken. Yeah.
What part of the ghetto you from?
Can I import some ghetto chickens and start breeding them in Australia to start distributing ghetto chicken to different fast food restaurants, maybe?
Yeah, I think that would be a wonderful way for you to incorporate and, just usurp all ghetto things. Why not? Why can't Australia have ghetto things? You guys shouldn't be left out of ghetto chicken. It's delicious.
Awesome.
I personally, I've lived in the hood. I never had ghetto chicken. I've had chicken.
You never had no ghetto chicken? Like, just it was wearing a do-rag and a beanie and had a Glock 45? Like, it's just the best.
Yeah, I've seen some, man. I didn't watch a lot of it because I don't watch a lot of it, but I did see a little bit of that G-Man Shanty chicken thing. And they were trying to be edgy because, they had the blue drink or whatever.
And purple drink.
You gotta get purple drink, motherfucker.
They had purple Gatorade. That's what that was the closest thing to a purple drink.
Well, that ain't really purple drink.
It's not. It's not. Like, all you have to do is buy Kool-Aid. Like, you could have just made some grape Kool-Aid. Like, that's what purple drink is. It's just grape Kool-Aid.
Purple drink is Kool-Aid. It's grape Kool-Aid.
It's just grape Kool-Aid.
Really sweet.
I'm gonna
tell you,
question.
You know sweet Kool-Aid. You drink Kool-Aid in the hood, that shit will fucking make you go, it's so damn sweet.
Same thing with the sweet tea in the South. You go down South and you're like, oh, can I get some sweet tea? Like, you're going to have tea with, like, sugar at the bottom. You know what I mean? Like, it's it's molasses tea. Well, go ahead, Rev. Yeah.
I was just going to say, so if I see a chicken in a caddy that's maybe a lowrider and it's got some hydraulics in it and it's popping, that could be a ghetto chicken.
You went too far.
It could be a ghetto chicken. Very much. It very well could be, yes.
You're racist right there, brother.
Oh, what's up, brother?
That little boy, look at that chowder, baby.
That's my grandson. You guys, because that's how old I am. So, say hi.
What's up? Hello. Look at him.
Can you do me a favor and say hello, Pimpmunk?
Hello, Pimpmunk.
Oh.
All right.
Give me kisses. I love you.
See, I feel like I need to give him like $10 or something. That's the way I am with kids. Like, kids come around me, and I'm that old motherfucker. Be like, reach in the pocket. Here's some money for you now.
He gets everything. He does. You saw the look on his face. He's a lady killer. He's just a heartbreaker.
He's sharp. He's sharp.
Mm-hmm. He gets everything he wants. He run around with Jordans. He got a damn iPhone. He's just
to me that's just too much for a child.
Listen, grandma says it's too much, but mama says that he needs it. So whatever, it is what it is. So
I see little kids walk around with damn iPads, and I can't even afford to fucking knock off no kid.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy in these streets now, dude. It's fucking insane. He knows how to use that his tablet so good. He'll come in here when I'm not doing shows and stuff, if he's spending the night, and he'll get on the computer. He has his games. Yeah, they know everything. Dude, I mean, several years ago, I knew stuff about computers. I did. But now, I mean, it's shit that the third graders know. It's like, I don't know nothing now. I mean. Oh, absolutely. The children nowadays, I know, at least here in Las Vegas, they're teaching the kids computer, what is it called? Computer science or something like that. It's now it's a regular course. So they get to learn how to use the keypad, how to use their 9-key, all that fun stuff, it makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. I wish I had that growing up, or at least I wish I would have paid attention in computer class, because I did not give a fuck. I'm like, fuck your keys, bitch. Like, what does this have to do with anything? That's crazy. Just like French. I took French like 3 times, and I spoke it for maybe a year. And now I have no idea. I don't know what I was doing. Yeah, I took French for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I did a year of French at high school, and it was fucking horrible. I much preferred doing Japanese.
I would love to learn.
Well, they didn't offer Japanese in our school.
Yeah, we didn't get that. We only had, I think it was just French, Spanish, and Dutch.
Well, we had French and Spanish is what we had. That's how we are. And now they did have like a summer Mandarin course, but I wouldn't go to school.
That's the language I really want to learn is Mandarin. I was thinking about getting the I think it's called Lingo. It's an app that like helps you learn conversational languages.
Yeah,
And I was thinking about doing it, but I don't know anyone who speaks the language so I can practice. So I'll have to like go on Discord and find some people I can talk to.
Let me tell you how much the times have changed, though. Because this is down south shit too, but they don't offer this no more. Instead of taking like drivers that are homemade, you can opt it out to take a hunting and safety course. Hunting and boating safety course. And one of the tests where you actually got to go shoot a gun.
Yeah, they don't do that anymore.
Now they won't do this shit in high schoolers. They give shotguns to fucking high schoolers.
Well, what's crazy is in New Zealand, or is it Switzerland? I think it's Switzerland. Their gun laws are so realistic and functional that they have high school gun clubs. And kids aren't running to school killing each other. They have high school gun clubs where they get to go to competitions and they have shooting competitions. Yeah, and it pisses me off because I'm like, obviously there's a way for us to have guns and be responsible, but why can't we do it here, motherfuckers? What's the disconnect, right? I watched a whole competition of fucking 16-year-old kids. Some of them were 12 shooting off guns. Everybody was fine. Whole group of motherfuckers walking around in the park with rifles. Nobody's getting shot.
I think there's a lot of responsible people in America who carry guns, right? Of course. I mean, obviously. There's a lot of very responsible people. But then you've got all these little subsets of different types of crazy motherfuckers. And, that's the reason. Because there's so many different types of people here. And, the smaller countries, it's easier for them to get control of shit like that because they don't have as many people as we got.
I think it's honestly because of our Second Amendment, right? Like that right to bear arms. People think that it's like this I understand that you believe you have a right to have a deadly weapon. Well, that's kind of it's kind of false, right? Like everyone doesn't have a right to have a weapon. If you have shown to society that you're willing to hurt people, why should we give you a weapon to kill people? If you've shown us that, just like with a car, you get a car. If you keep wrecking that car, if you keep driving drunk, what happens? You're going to lose your ability to drive that car. It's a privilege, not a right. And I think there's like a disconnect there too. Yeah, motherfuckers think they need it. And
there's a difference in having a gun and an assault rifle.
Exactly.
There's a big difference. You don't need an automatic fucking. You don't really need one of those.
Yeah, what are you killing at that point? Like, what are you hunting at that point with 45 fucking bullets firing in 13 seconds? What are you killing?
Some areas, like the ones where they have like the fucking hogs or whatever, I guess, but I don't know, dude.
If you're a hunter, no, because if you're a hunter and you're in it for the sport, if you're using a semi-automatic, then it's not a sport anymore. Yeah. You're just shooting fish in a barrel.
No, I agree with that. I'm talking. Well, yeah, I 100% agree. I am definitely on your. Yeah. But I'm just saying that some of the people argue for like the ones where they're eating their, fucking with their animals and shit, like fucking with their cattle and stuff. Yeah. So I kind of understand, but I still think you can handle it without it. But I don't know shit about it, so I'm not gonna really argue that point. But
there has to be a line. But people say, "Oh, there's a slippery slope."
There's not.
Hi from Australia. We did sensible gun law reforms 30 years ago because we were on par with America statistically for mass shootings.
Yeah,
they made a lot of gun law reforms. We've had one mass shooting in the last 30 fucking years, and here's the difference between what happened in Australia and what happened in America. There's a John Oliver interview out there, and the big tell is when they're interviewing the three politicians from Australia that were fundamentally involved in getting these laws passed. Mm-hmm. And then you meet three American senators, and John Oliver asks them a question. What's more important to you? Making good change in your society or getting re-elected? The three Australians who
making change.
They said making change. And they said, we knew that we weren't getting re-elected. We fell on our swords. And here's the best bit. The guy that was the big don't change the gun laws in Australia, they interviewed him afterwards. He said, I'm so glad my campaign failed because my country's a better place. Then they went to the three American senators and they went, so what's more important to you? And before they even finished saying the fucking question, getting re-elected.
Of course.
That's the most. Get rid of those fucking cunts and put in people to give a fuck about your society and look at Hawaii.
and use that as your benchmark. I'll shut the fuck up now.
Well, here's the thing. I can add on to that, just to piggyback on that. So we've got, in the last, I think, 48 hours, there have been 4 mass shootings.
Yeah.
In America. And it's gotten ridiculous, right? So
it's nuts.
It what kills me is that nobody wants to talk about just realistic gun reform. I understand that everybody thinks they deserve a gun. I get that. But at the end of the day, we have more guns in America than we do people. Yes. If nobody can see a problem with that, I don't know. You know what I mean? Can we just start there at the baseline? Like, okay, maybe there's just too many guns. Yeah. And when we talk about politicians, we have career politicians in America. It's not a service to your community. It's a job title.
It's a money in their pockets.
Exactly. And that's the main problem, I think, with American politics.
Let's face it, politicians ought to wear like the symbols on their suits like fucking NASCAR does.
It's sponsorships.
Yeah, because that's what they are. They're sponsorships. And
the NRA laces a lot of pockets.
Yeah, they're fucked now though. The NRA are fucking
screwed. They're not doing so well right
they're
now.
Screwed. What about, here's an idea, and I'd advocate for this in my country too, to get rid of the fucking long-term senators hanging there for 25 years. Because we got them too. Make no mistake, that we do have them in Australia, but there are people that were in power at the time when we needed to make some gun law, and I want to use this like gun law reforms. I just want to tell America, we still got guns here. My dad, before he died, had several really nice Rugers ranging from a 22 all the way up to a 270. And they make really big fucking holes in things. Because I've gone pig shooting with the 270, and it fucking blows things to pieces. It's a big bullet.
But you want term limits, right? That's what you're saying.
But term limits would be a good idea. I don't know, 2.
I think
maybe 3 terms. Well, the president has a 2-term limit.
Yeah, exactly. They have term limits for the president.
For the president,
They should have term limits for every fucking thing.
Especially the Senate and the House of Representatives. There's no reason that some of these people should be grandfathered in. Even here, we had Mayor Goodman. Mayors should not be able to just be mayor for their whole life. Goodman was mayor for like 30 years, and now his wife is the mayor. As much as I love the Goodmans, that's not okay. You know, like it's not okay.
Because the system should be, see, here's the problem. The system should be fluid, but it's not. Yeah. The system stays the same, right? Because we have the same people, so it stays the same. But if we had where you had to do terms, the system would be fluid.
It would change more. It would change faster.
It would change. Yeah, exactly. And I think, we need that. But, we're not going to get that. Shabisky, what do you think about it?
I agree with a lot of the points Miss Parker made, as well as you, sir.
Good job.
You were away, so you heard nothing.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What is your opinion of social economic changes in the African American community now as opposed to 10 years ago?
Did you see my new Pokemon card? Check it out. Steal it.
All right, so Shabisky is endorsing Pokemon as an investment for the African American community.
So basically, what he just said was Pokemon cards are more important than black people. That's what he just said.
No, not at all. He was advising the African American community out there to heavily invest in Pokemon.
That too, by the way, I'm about to piss a lot of people off. I think. I really don't. Can we just start saying Black American or just American instead of African American? Because
it's a very confusing statement because there's a difference between nationality and my ethnic background, right? My nationality is American. I am an American woman. My grandmother was American. I'm American. But my race I happen to be black, right? Like I'm a black American woman. I'm not an African American woman. Exactly. An African American woman would be a woman from Africa who relocates to America. Just like if I say, I'm Irish American or I'm European American, it's because I
watched a huge debate on TikTok today between an African lady, a real African lady from Africa.
A woman from Africa.
Yeah, and she was arguing with a bunch of black folks because they were all jumping on this white dude who was from Africa. From
and that's what makes it so confusing.
And they
Like,
were saying that he
was.
wanted. They were mad because he said he was African.
He's African American. No, he is.
She said, and she said, baby, we're not talking about the color of your skin or we're talking about nationality.
Yeah.
She's South African.
Yeah. No, I think she was from East Africa or some shit. I don't know what the fuck she said. But anyway,
it makes it a confusing conversation. And that's something we only see in America. Like, I don't see it when I talk to people from other countries. Like, I don't see that problem. It's something we have here. And it really comes down to the fact that Black Americans, African Americans, whatever you want to call us, we don't have an identity, and we still don't have that identity. And that's the problem. Like, we were stripped of who we were. We don't have our culture. And through the last 400 or 500 years, we've been building this culture and building our history. And it's hard for us to identify who we are. And I think the conversation really is we're American. A lot of black people, we just want to be called American. At the
white people do it too. Though. I'm Irish American. White people do it too.
Like, can I just be an American? You know, why do we have to continue doing this? So
and by the way, in Africa, the color thing isn't that important as it is here.
Wrong.
Wrong.
You are so fucking wrong.
No, you are so what? No, in South. You're talking about South Africa. You're talking about South Africa.
Yes.
I'm talking about South Africa isn't the only country in the continent of Africa, Red Eye.
Oh yeah, I know. And you're still wrong. You're still fucking wrong.
No.
There's plenty of countries out there that give a shit about fucking what's going on. You want to talk about?
No, I didn't say they did. I didn't say none
its history with
I didn't say none cared. I didn't say none. I know what you're saying. No, you're right. I'm talking about it. Yes, I agree. But there's also a bunch of countries in Africa that aren't so important about that. They're really not. But anyways, I understand what you're saying too. I understand what you're saying too.
You're right. There's plenty of them where they fucking do it along. It's not along race.
I don't think
it is along.
I think America is. Yeah, everything's tribal, but I think America is the biggest country to separate. Well, you know, I'm talking about black and white. I'm not talking about Middle East and all that shit. I'm talking about black, white, America. So, the United Kingdom.
South Africa and apartheid, dude, was
South. Well, yeah, very fucked up. I'm talking about now.
It will now. It's still really bad.
I don't know as much about South Africa. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know that much about it, so I can't really.
There's a political party there that are the flip side of the KKK, and they're in Parliament, and they want to get rid of white people. Right? They want to get rid of the white farmers.
I've heard of this. I don't know that much about it, but I've heard
the guys that read the red beret, red camo wearing dudes, they're racist as fuck.
I've heard about it. I'll be perfectly honest. Like I said, I got to be honest. I can't talk that much about it because I don't really know that much about it, but I have heard of it. I know what you're talking about.
I can promise you right now that the freedom fighters fucking mob.
Look,
they're racist. They're racist as fuck, dude.
No, there's hate every fucking where. Don't get me wrong. There's hate every fucking where. But Americans make such a big deal about it. And we're the one country that really shouldn't.
Well, because we want to say that we're all inclusive.
Yeah.
You got to echo Pimp there.
We're the ones that's supposed to be the one better than everybody else. We claim to be anyway, what I'm saying. We claim to be better than everybody, but yet we're in some area, a lot of areas, we're more fucked up in a lot of these countries.
America's it's really fucking weird because there are these really good things about America, and then there's these fucking bad things. But I don't think you can throw America as a fucking whole under the bus for racism anymore, because you've had Obama made it to the president. You've got a hell of a lot of black people that are very successful in fucking business.
But that's individual success.
I know, but what I'm trying to let me make my point. You've got a whole bunch of black athletes through a bunch of different sports that are the top 10. Go and have a look at the top 10 basketball players each year, and you won't see too many white folks on that one. And that's we don't.
Even though we created the fucking sport.
I don't give a shit. No, but my point is,
if America was inherently like racist, like some people say,
Yeah,
none of
but
these
now-
people would be successful because you wouldn't
I
let fucking
understand
black
that.
people fucking get off the
No, I
top, the
understand
bottom
that.
rung of the ladder.
Red eye.
understand.
Hey, sweetie. So I'm gonna, because you're the outside looking in, and I love that perspective, right?
Mhm.
So you're looking in from your country, and you're going, okay, well, I see America from the outside, and I see that there are successful black people, and it doesn't seem like from the outside looking in that this racism thing is a big thing anymore in America. Well, from the inside, I'm going to give you the look from the inside of the country, because you're not going to be able to see this just looking from your vantage point. There is systematic racism that is still at hold here, where so much so that for me as an African American woman, if I get pulled over by the police, I am 10 times more likely to get arrested and get a ticket, even if my white counterpart is doing the exact same thing as me. I am more likely to be profiled. I am more likely to be followed through the store. I am more likely to be assaulted. I am less likely to be investigated if I get murdered. So it's those things that we kind of talk about when we go, okay, we still have this racism in the country, and it's not out there in the open anymore, right? Like people aren't walking around just saying, oh, fuck these niggers and cotton picking, bullshit, but it's still there. And that's one of the problems that we have, even in our getting a job. My legal name is a problem on an application, because what they see is my name. They're like, oh no, ghetto. My hair. We still have a problem with hair in this country. There are young black kids in America who have to cut their hair just to do sports. Dreadlocks aren't allowed in school. Braids are being outlawed in private schools. Everything about who I am as an individual is challenged on a daily basis here. And I understand from the outside looking in, you don't see that, but that's what we're screaming about here in America. That's why we're still mad. It's like, it's still here, bitches. Like, I know you're making it look good, but it's still here, bitches. And and I'm still feeling the effects of that. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, no.
No, and I get both sides here. I really do. And yes, there's a lot of individual successes. I get that. And also, is it better than it was 50 years ago? Absolutely. But it still got fucked up. There's still some fucked up shit.
We have some ways to go. We still have some ways to go.
I want to give Miss Parker an idea where I live. I live in this place in Australia. It's East Coast, and it's basically where people come to go on holidays from the rest of Australia. It's like a holiday,
a tourist
strip.
trap.
It's got theme parks and high-rise buildings on the beach, and like 30 kilometers of perfect golden beaches that are just fucking gorgeous. And I grew up down the street from me. There was a family that just moved over from Iran. There was the Chothias. They were South African. This is just on my fucking street. So these are the kids that I grew up. I grew up in this multicultural melting pot. Yeah. And my mum was the most fucking kind person on the face of the planet. I know everyone says that about my mum, but my mum taught me at a very early age this really simple lesson. She said, don't judge a book by its cover. Nice. And she explained that skin color doesn't matter. It's how people act and say and treat and what they do that you should really pay attention to. Don't pay attention to the tone of skin, of the color of the skin. And I went, that seems like a pretty legit thing. And so the people down the shop, I had this was a great family. My mate Bernard, his family were Chinese. His mum and dad could not speak fucking English. He could speak perfect English. He'd sound like me, like, "G'day, mate, what's happening?" But you look at him, he's fucking Asian. But then he could break into perfect Mandarin. And over the years, he taught his parents a version of pidgin English. So we'd go to the corner shop before school and we'd buy stuff. And over the years, they developed this. And we learnt this pidgin language. We developed our own fucking language with this one family. Yeah. Right. And
so
there was
communicate. Yeah,
all of these different ethnicities in my city. And I just grew up, that was normal to me. And I must have grown up in a really special, nice place on this planet because because I've never experienced a lot of these things that you guys have experienced, and that's why I have this perception. So
and
I can relate. And here's why I can relate. Here's why I can relate what Red Eye's saying, because I said this the other night. I am a lucky person. Here's why I'm a lucky person. I am a white man who grew up in the South. I could have easily been a racist person. Yeah. Easily. I mean, easy, because I grew up around racism my whole life.
It's your environment,
But my environment was, I grew up in a neighborhood where I was the only white boy, and my mother best friend, black gay guy. So I didn't know homophobia. I wasn't taught homophobia. I wasn't taught racism. I was taught, just people. And like I said, only white kids. So I mean, only white boy. There was 2 other white girls, but they didn't fuck with me. They like the black boys. But anyways, so my environment, I mean, that's all I knew. So I was lucky not to have this hate in my heart for people. But then when I got out of my neighborhood as an older man, as I became older and I started experiencing the rest of the world, I started seeing different things. Not only by white people, by the way. I was judged by black
everybody.
people. Yeah, I was judged by black people because they automatically thought, since I'm a white guy from the South, I'm a racist man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's like, so yeah, it's we get in our little worlds, like you were talking about with the Mandarin man and all that, the Asian, we get in our little worlds, and sometimes we get blinded to the rest of the world.
Yeah,
exactly.
no,
you're in your little community.
Yeah, I get that. I lived in this little, it's like a 50 square long bit of stretch of coast. It's probably 10, 15 kilometers deep, and then there's rainforest. So we can't turn into this massive metropolis like other places.
Exactly.
But
yeah.
The one thing that I will critique about Australia is we have done horribly with our Indigenous relations.
Yes.
And what the big shame is for me is that I couldn't tell you what the Indigenous tribe's name is, and we should have learnt that shit at school. We should have been.
There was a lot of whitewashing. I've recently learned about the whitewashing that Australia has done with the Indigenous people. I'm just learning about it. It's beyond what we did to the natives here, right? Like our Indigenous people.
We will bring comedy to you shortly, folks.
All right, I'll just get to the worst bit. There's a place in Australia where you can go. And you know how in Pompeii you see the outlines of people that got blasted on the walls and stuff? Well, you can see some outlines of some Aboriginal people that were blasted on the wall from a nuclear detonation when the Brits nuked some Indigenous people because they put up signs in English saying, "Get the fuck out because we're going to blow up a big bomb here." Guess what the local Indigenous people couldn't do?
Read
the signs.
Exactly.
So a few of them were in there, and when they let the bomb, when they detonated that fucking bomb, and their flash burn marks are imprinted on this fucking rock wall to this day, and they don't like to talk about that. That fucking happened in Australia, and we need to make amends for stuff like that. But I'll get back to my original point. What I'd like to see is that Aboriginal tribes around Australia get incorporated with local schools and teach all of their their Dreamtime culture, all of it, and anything that's not secret men's or secret women's business that they can share with anyone else, and adopt the local communities into their tribe and make it part of fucking who we are, because we really need to preserve all of it. It's all important.
Yeah, I seriously think we need to start judging people by their genitals.
Yeah, that'll do. Just an arbitrary junk. Yeah, junk.
Well, I think me and Black Eye TV got into this weird conversation because I was walking my dog, and it's so funny how dogs get pissed off at each other and then they sniff each other's butts and they're like, "All right, you're cool," right? So, like, what if humans did weird shit like that? And we went into like this whole 30-minute conversation about what if grown-ass men just like walked up on each other and sniffed each other's balls to find out what was going on.
We do when you're not looking.
What about, what are those monkeys? Bonobos? Is that their name?
Bonobos. Yeah, bonobos.
You know, I talked to this with my mate from Canada, and he actually made a T-shirt for his shop, and I call it Bonobo Conflict Resolution. So what they do is they basically no one gets to dominate it. Everyone gets fucked.
Everybody gets fucked.
Then you get fucked. Then you can fuck other. There's got to be a dominant force.
So if you got
bonobos are very cool. They just they do these really big orgies.
Well, I don't want to be a fucking bonobo.
They just fuck it out until everybody's tired, and then they have lunch and everybody's cool.
Yeah, let's just say me and you are bonobos and we got some beef. So what's going to happen? Are we going to fight? Fuck no. This is what happens. We walk up, and then you just basically start giving me a fucking hand job, and I might start giving you a hand job at the same time, or you might just jump on me and start fucking me, and then I'll let you finish, and then I'm going to jump on you. Oh fuck!
And then
and then you're going to let me
everybody's
finish,
cool,
and then we're good.
Well, that's not how I handle conflict.
Well,
it's a great way to handle. Listen, you just fuck it out and have a sandwich. Like that's the way we do it.
Bonobo conflict resolution. Fuck the UN is going to adopt this new thing. So everyone at the UN is just going to fuck.
Yes.
I'm not bonoboing
Right.
shit, man.
So
I'm
your
not-
president is going to go and fuck Vlad. Then Vlad's going to fuck your president.
No, I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to be a riot in the world. The hippos. I'm gonna fling my shit at everybody. That's what I'm gonna do.
What's the chat think? Everyone should just fuck and just get it over. And yeah, no more conflict. There's just orgies.
No, because there's some people I don't want to bonobo with.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't be getting into so many conflicts. You would choose your conflicts wisely.
Okay, you're in a conflict with Von Helton. Do you want to bonobo Von Helton?
First of all, I am extremely insulted that you even think that he has a penis. Okay. So, secondly, yes, I would fuck him in the butt. Yes, I would. I would fuck him in the butt.
There you go.
I would dominate the hell out of him and I would fuck him to death the same way that Mr. Garrison did to the Canadian president. I would fuck him to death.
That's kind of hot. Wow.
Nothing sexual Von Helton is kind of hot. No,
never hot. No. Ugh.
Oh, this is great.
Oh my god, I need another drink. I fucking hate you, Pimp. Don't nobody like this shit. The fuck? I came over here to chill with you, and now you over here starting shit with me.
Well, y'all saying, it's better be like bonobos.
You're full of shit. You're full of fuck. Listen, don't nobody like you. Can't nobody. This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
Everybody like, fuck you and me, yeah.
Cancel bitch.
Go fuck you, man.
Cancel Pimp.
No bonobo, Shannon the Christ in the
Pimpmunk is being racist on his fucking show because he's yelling at a black woman. I'm gonna go tell Negs. Fuck this shit. Where's Negs?
Somebody start giving somebody a hand job, quick. We need some bonobo fucking conflict resolution in this.
Will just be another black woman I raped? That's all.
Oh well, yeah. You're a serial predator, okay? And you sexualize black women. You don't give a fuck about us. You talk down to us. You don't talk to me the way you talk to everybody else. You misogynistic asshole. Don't nobody care about your 3 balls. Nobody cares about your balding head. I don't give a fuck about your foot. Who do you think you are?
Holy shit!
I think I'm your.
We need to call Chris Hansen. Pimp's a predator, and we need Chris Hansen.
I will bonobo Chris Hansen.
Oh damn!
Oh damn!
Have a seat.
Have a seat on my lap.
Chris, I don't like him at all.
At all. I do not like Chris Hansen.
No, he's an asshole. He's a jerk.
He's a grifter.
Yeah.
He's a fucking con man. He sold a bunch of bullshit merchandise and never delivered anything. Got like $7,000 from people and never delivered nothing.
And that Catch the Predator shit, a lot of that was fucking. It was done wrong.
When you make Onision.
When he left the company, he did. He started fucking up.
When you make Onision not look so bad and start making him look like kind of like a victim, you're done fucked up big time.
Sure.
That's exactly what he did. When he was working with the company, he had investigators. He was working with police officers. All those things were taken care of. When he got fired after he cheated on his wife, then all of a sudden he started doing that shit by himself and working with private investigators and fucking up all sorts of people's cases. There's something I want to talk about, and I wouldn't even talk because I'm not one that likes to bring up people's past behavior because I think people can change, right? However, this person that I'm about to talk about is one of the people that likes to bring up people's past behaviors and do that to them. Well, all of a sudden, there's been a video floating around of this person. Now, let's be perfectly honest. We all know that I don't like Rebzion. But there is a video of Rebzion talking about this black girl who was yelling at a white boy for doing dreadlocks. This was like 2016, right? No, 2017. Yeah. And in the video, Rebzion says, she's the type of people, this bitch makes me wish we picked our own cotton. I've heard rumors about this. I was fearing it was going to come out. See, Rebzion's been trying to hide some things about himself. There's more to Rebzion than people know. And I've known for a while that he's been an asshole. I know he uses people for his content. He has he's done a lot of foul shit, you know.
But now, like I said, I normally wouldn't have brought that up because it was years ago. However, he does it to other people.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He does exactly, and I can't stand the little bastard anyway. Everybody knows that.
I want that video.
It's out there. All you gotta do is just Google Pimpmunk. For some reason, that video pops up. Not
What
Google
did you do,
Pimpmunk,
Pimp?
YouTube Pimpmunk. YouTube Pimpmunk.
What did you do, Pimpmunk?
Oh yeah, what did you do?
Oh, everybody hates me. Not everybody, but a lot of people don't. There's a few people out there that don't like me, and I don't know why. Because I'm lovable.
You're likable.
I'm lovable.
You're cuddleable. You know?
Yeah, I am cuddleable. I got the chubby cheeks.
Yeah, you do, because you remind me of like a really fat baby.
Yeah,
and, like I like that. That's the word.
Remind me of a potato.
A fat bearded baby that's cranky all the time.
I'm not cranky. Shut the fuck up.
You need a nap, and he's only cranky because his feet hurt because he won't stop eating lunch meat.
I don't eat lunch meat, motherfucker.
Oh, what is it? Is it your canned ham or
I was drinking. Gabby was actually dieting. I was drinking protein shakes, and my gout popped up.
Oh yeah, you had too much protein. Yeah.
Yeah, I was actually dieting. Today I only had the only thing I ate today was a fucking salad.
That's good. Well, not really. But.
What's up? Hey, what's up, Hater Nation News? I don't know who the fuck that is. Okay.
Hater Nation News Network. All right. Apparently, they're your haters, and they are a nation of news networks.
Oh, I've seen this guy.
Do they hate me?
Yeah,
maybe. I think they hate all of us. I don't know.
Can I be in on that hate? Like I'll hate Shabisky.
No, it's actually
no.
Wait for it. Hate.
Hate.
I talked to this guy the other day. He was in my chat room the other day. It's a parody account. What it is.
But we're gonna get some drama.
But he is a big fan of the Negster.
Is he a fan of the Negster? Well, Negs is being a very, very bad boy.
Again,
I want to help.
Yes.
I want to teach Negs how to hide bags of drugs so he doesn't put them in his videos.
He's gotten better.
5 minutes.
Yeah, he's gotten better about that. So I'm super proud that he doesn't do that anymore. But he's back to his old. He's going back to his weird edgelord ways. Like he keeps slipping back into this shit, and it's like, come on, man.
I feel bad for people that their lives are so sad that they're sitting around being fans of Nate.
As long as he stops talking shit about me, I don't care.
There's all these people you could watch and look up to and stuff, and then it's like Nags. Okay.
I think people don't realize he's done really good to try to change his image, and I think people have forgotten.
Yeah, are you gonna forget what he did 3 months ago?
Right? It wasn't that long ago. It wasn't that long ago. It feels, but that's what it feels like. It feels like people have totally forgotten.
Yeah,
the shit that he's done. It's like, and I understand. Listen, I get it. He's gone through some things in his life. He's lived a long life, and he's trying to fight the good fight. At the end of the day, he's still a fucking asshole. He still does fuck shit.
We all went
That's why you won't get an apology from him for what he was doing 3 months ago. There won't be any apology. He at the time. When I finally got him to admit that he was wrong and he was spreading lies about me for months, the best he could do is, oh, fine, sure, whatever. You weren't talking to them, but it's still not right talking around them. It's like you're admitting that you've been wrong for a month and spreading lies about me, and there's no apology.
He's doing it. He's doing it again. He's at it again. He's at it again with somebody else, and he's doing the exact same thing. And then in a couple of months, he's going to say, "Oh, well, he'll move the goalpost or whatever." But that's what I'm saying. He's moving back into his bullshit edgelord bullshit, where he just wants the story and the sensationalism instead of bringing the facts and doing the research. So
that's what he did. That's what he did to me as well. Everybody knows. Everybody knows that he ran with the whole Pimpmunk rape Luna thing. And then now, I made them all look like fucking idiots. And none of them, like, hey, I'm sorry, I ran with the Romans. None of them, they're not going to do that.
Dude, what about the guy yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before? The other day we were in the stream, and he's shared a video, and it's basically some dude's made a video saying that you fired and Shabisky, and it's like
yeah, they said fire
and
Shabisky.
and 10 minutes just before that, you're actually on stream going right. And now I'm going to pay Shabisky his share of
The Patreon.
Because I'm firing him, but I'm going to give him.
Shabisky, I forgot to tell Biscuits about that. There was a dude that did a video saying that I fired you, right? And right after, I mean, when this came in, said I made it, and I'm like, I just publicly paid Shabisky money from Patreon.
Yeah.
How the fuck did I fire him?
Yeah, it was just for shits and giggles. People take the jokes and don't understand the satire.
By the way, that's a good segue. That's a good one. Since we're almost in the second hour, what did we do in the second hour, Miss Parker?
We feed the man.
Yeah.
Good enough. We eat the man. That's right.
Oh, okay. We eat them. Why are we eating him though?
Because he's tasty.
Anyways,
what that means is we chill a little bit here, and we tell you to give us money to do something. Shabisky has a Patreon. Become a patron, Shabisky. He does all kind of cool shit with his fans. We also have a wood Patreon. By the way, we are definitely way over the amount to do the private shows now. We're now like, I think 670 something is what we're at on our Patreon right now. By the way, once we hit 1,000, we're going to do that celebration 12-hour stream.
Yes, and Pimpmunk will definitely display his 3 nuts in one of those private streams for you guys.
I will. I mean, hell, yeah, I like to show my stuff. Anyway, yeah, we'll do that. The private shows are awesome. You can go over to the Patreon. There's all kind of tiers, all kind of different tiers now. I think you'll enjoy them. There's from $1 to $100, and so go over and check that out. And we appreciate it if you do. Also have a Streamlabs and a PayPal. I haven't set a stream go tonight. There isn't a stream go tonight. But if you're enjoying what you see and you want to tip, please consider tipping. That's much appreciated. And every time you do tip, Shabisky will kill 1,000 of his kids that are floating around his nuts.
Yeah, whoa. And I have a thing in my butt that vibrates every time you guys donate too.
You know, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll tell you what, we're going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get one of those love sense things that the Chatterbait girls use. It's a red thing they stick up the vagina hose and it rattles. I'm going to get one, stick it up my butthole, and every time somebody tips on the stream one night, I'm going to vibrate my asshole.
That's
I actually might do that during the stream, but see, the problem is I would end up passing out.
Yeah.
And just be like, yeah.
I'm going to vibrate my asshole.
What a way to go.
Yeah, what a way to go. Yeah. It's a hell of a stream.
By the way, Raisin Girl is putting in the tiers right now in the chat. So that's the reward tiers right there that she's putting in the chat. So, but yeah, we appreciate if you become a patron. And like I said, once we hit $1,000, we will do a celebratory 12-hour stream.
See,
yeah, we're
gonna. Just wondering, do we get to play shit, shart, or fart today?
I don't know. My stomach ain't rattling yet.
Oh my God, no.
We got a new show. We got a new segment on the show. It's called Shit, Shart, or Fart.
I don't like that game.
You're gonna love it.
Basically, he wears white undies,
yep.
and then he's got a fart, and then he does it, and then we guess whether or not it's gonna be poopy or not, and then he shows us his underwear.
All right, I remember an episode. I think it was the Drunken Peasants where they had to wipe their assholes to see who had the cleaner asshole.
Disgusting.
Yeah, if you guys start doing that shit, I'm gonna
tell
you.
Every episode we're gonna do that now.
This is just gambling. Like you got to pay $5 to get in on the pool, and you got to type in shit, shart, or fart in chat, and pimp shits. The people who type shit, they get the money. If he sharts, people who type shart get the money. If he farts, they get the money. And because there is actual no money, it's all like Bitcoin basically, pretend money. Yeah. Not actually their money.
Yeah, it's pretend money. But last night we did do this again, and
Parker went, "What? You actually did this? You disgust me."
Yeah, it was.
I can't exactly. Like my whole soul just got hurt. I'm like, God damn it, man! It's like when you walk. It's like when I walk in on my grandkids and they got their diapers off, and I'm like, "What the fuck are you doing though? Like, what is happening?"
Now that you mention it, my butthole started puckering.
See, those are problems. These are issues, and I don't even know how to begin to deal with them.
I got some recommended. I got some laxative right here. I quit drinking.
But that's the thing. Why are you drinking laxative on a stream? Listen, how did we get here? First of all, okay. I love you. I love you. Awesome. So have you heard the new music out on the streets? What's popping?
Yeah, the new Drip Tip songs, no cap.
I got no cap right now. I'm not wearing a cap.
Yeah.
How's that one go,
Yeah.
Shabby? How's it go?
Huh?
How's it go?
Sing it for us, Bisky.
Got that drip tip, bitch.
Ah.
Got this bitch sucking on my drip tip, ho. Yo, already know.
Well, they took a lot of time in those lyrics, didn't they?
Bisky, listen, I need you to do one thing for me. I need you to bust a rhyme real quick. Can you just drop some bars for us, please?
You want to hear bars? You can go listen to my music I made.
Oh, oh, now you're too big to drop bars. That's what it
He
is.
doesn't like to be put on the spot for some reason.
I don't understand why.
I've done it before.
Come on, give us some hot Pokemon bars. Let's get it.
Come on, something. Shut up.
Okay. Come on, Bisky, come, Bisky. Come, Bisky, come. Tell me what you really. Come on, tell me.
I like that. Come, Bisky. That's a good nickname.
Yeah, I got one better though. Trish Bisky.
You shut the fuck up.
By the way, Miss Parker, did you know that Shabisky is my Trish Paytas?
I'm 100 layers of cum biscuit.
You're 100 layers of cum biscuit, and it's a flaky biscuit, bitch. This is delicious. Come butter the biscuit. Yeah.
Explain to her what you mean by that, Shabisky.
I don't. He can't be He can't because she's deplorable, and Shabby is adorable.
No, he's not. He's my. Well, the reason I call him because he thinks he's more important to this show. Like she thought she was more important to her.
Oh yeah,
show. That's the reason. I call him.
Well, because this show is pretty much Shabisky. Like without Shabisky, you don't have a show. So.
Yeah, well, no, we've done it without Shabisky, and when they do it without me, they suck.
I'm just saying.
No.
At least 2/3 of each show hasn't got Shabisky. It's got his screensaver. The screensaver is the actual star.
Black box.
Everybody loves Bisky.
Nobody does.
The reason I said 100 layers of cum, Miss Parker, just so you know, is because around the time when that 100 layers of stuff was really popular, like 100 layers of shirts, 100 layers of hats, she did 100 layers of cum where she took what supposedly was being called cum. I don't know what it is, something that looks similar to cum, and it was in a bowl and putting it over her face. She did it 100 times in a video. You can go look it up.
I don't think I want to though.
Well, I would say it's hot. I would say it's hot, but she's not very attractive.
Yeah, okay, listen, I'm not.
She would be.
Anybody. Bukakis are fun, whatever. But if I have more questions about the bowl of semen. Like, how did you acquire this bowl of semen?
It wasn't real.
That's my thing. Like where did you get that?
Yeah, men line up.
Yeah,
100 men.
I was
line up.
A high concentration of homeless men just around the immediate area where she lives, and she harvested that bowl of sperm in about 20 minutes.
It's just horrible.
It was a bowl of me, my one nut.
And that's another thing. Like, it's not even 100 layers of semen at that point, because 100 layers of semen would be you getting, face shot at 100 times. Like that would be. I mean, it would take a long time.
Apparently, she collected.
But
it.
Yeah, it's weird. It's just very odd to me.
But here's the thing about her. Here's the thing about her. She's had that Botox shit, right? A lot of it. I think she would probably be better looking without that shit. Because I just don't like chicks with a lot of Botox in them. They look weird.
No,
I don't know how I feel about it until I start getting those wrinkles. Like I'm 35 and I'm starting to see stuff in my eye area. So I don't know how I feel about Botox. At first, I used to be like, oh, fuck that shit. I would never do it. I use my Meaningful Beauty and my anti-wrinkle creams. But in 10 years, I don't know how I'm going to feel about looking older.
But they start looking like cats and shit. It's weird.
Because that comes from the facelifts, right? Like if you're getting constant facelifts, there's only so much face you have to lift. And then you just start looking ridiculous.
It's just weird.
Don't declare germ warfare on your face.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I remember what I looked like 10 years ago, and I'm just like, it's not the same face, and I don't like it. So as I get older, I'm starting to feel like, yeah, maybe I might be one of those bitches. But I don't want to look like Little Kim. You know, I don't want to look like Little Kim. I don't.
See, Little Kim fucked herself. Oh.
Yeah, right. Like I know that maybe I'd be willing to do cosmetic surgery, but at the same time, I'm like, well, what's the line? You know, how far do you go?
That girl fucked up. She don't look human.
Not anymore. It's unfortunate. It kind of seems like she dealt with a lot of body dysmorphia, because if you remember what she looked like when she first came in, and then 5 years later, she got the breast done, she got her body done, and then 10 years later, you see the breast again. And just it's kind of a sad story, right? Like it's weird. It's weird.
It's very weird. Shabisky, you gonna do that when you get older?
Yeah, I'm gonna get big fat tits. It's gonna be fucking awesome. What?
Well, you know, hey, if you want some titties, for sure. They have some good ones, especially here in Vegas. We got good prices. You can get a nice pair of gummy bear silicone titties for like $1,500.
Can I get nipples? Can I get nipples in the shape of a gummy bear?
Remember a couple months ago, Little Nas X fucking freaked everybody out because they thought he did that fucking picture and made him look like he had titties, and people thought he really did it, and they were freaking out and shit. That was funny as hell.
I am in love with Little Nas X. If you follow him on Twitter, he's fucking hilarious. People tried to get on him about his, the video he does where he goes to hell or whatever.
Lab dance is the devil.
Oh my God. All his comebacks, his snapbacks are fucking hilarious. He's like, oh, so you're mad because your dick jumped? And I'm like, oh.
He does that shit on TikTok too. I mean,
so good.
He's funny. Yeah, he's funny.
Mm-hmm. I really do appreciate him. And I love the fact that he's so unapologetic about his sexuality. Yeah. Because the gay community deserves an artist like that. They deserve someone.
Here's that, and to bring color back in, but really, this is a big deal. The black gay community needs that.
Yes.
In a worse way, because Miss Parker knows, black communities are usually very religious, and they're also very homophobic. And
they go hand in hand. Yeah, when you're super dogmatic religious, that the whole anti-gay thing is a thing. So, being a black gay man is one of the most huge stigmas you can have in the black community. Yeah. So for him to be not only a successful artist, but to also be a legitimate rapper and to command his station,
and so bold,
means a lot. Yeah, it's dude, have you seen his background dancers though? When he did SNL, oh my God, he shut down SNL. His ass came out. All right. So he's in these really, really tight pants, and he does the song, and he's dancing on the pole, and his dick pops out of the pants because they're so fucking tight. So he does the rest of the show just holding his dick in place and singing and stuff. All his background dancers are around him trying to do the routine while he doesn't move. And they pulled it off perfect. Like you could see that there's a problem, and he breezed right through it. I just love him to death. He's a wonderful performer. I'm totally sucking his dick right now, but I'm in love with him.
Yeah. I wouldn't suck his dick, but I like him.
I would. I mean, I don't know. You might want to look at it first. It's really pretty.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I wanted to kill him and Billy Ray Cyrus for Old Town Road. Not that the song wasn't good.
It was annoying.
It was good, but they got played so much, it got annoying.
Okay, fuck you. My godkids and my grandkids love that song. I had that shit on the Kids Bop repeat so fucking much. Like, it's infuriating. It's
Yes, Galen, I am. And thanks to that person who said that. I'm very cute.
You're very cute.
I'm like Kel, but his beard is cute. Thank you, Alan. But y'all need to cheer up in the chat room. Do I need to show my butthole?
What do we need? Do we need to cheer up in the chat room? What's wrong? What is wrong?
They having serious conversations.
Sometimes people just like having serious conversations.
I don't like it when they do that.
I can fix this. Shabby, it's time for a Pokey report. Let's do this.
Pokey report.
No, fuck that.
Pokey report. Pokey report. Pokey report. Oh,
Where
and
did the biscuit go? I thought we were going into a new segment.
No, we weren't.
Oh.
And I'm not keeping them away until they stop that stupid shit.
So what do you want to talk about, Pimp?
Okay, they're back.
So we're gonna open up this package. Okay. So everybody get ready.
We're not.
No, we're opening it up. Oh wait a
Okay.
second.
Okay, no.
There's no cards in it. What
Where the
the
cards?
hell? Where'd the cards go?
Best pack
Are
ever.
they in there?
that was.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, we've had a disaster on the Pokey
I
report.
told y'all though, only once a week we can talk about. We didn't talk about it twice this week, so we can't talk about it this week.
Okay, so then can I ask a question?
No.
Well, but it's a question.
No.
But can I ask a question?
If
Yes.
it's about Pokemon, no.
You
Okay.
can.
Okay. So here's my question.
Okay.
All right. So how old
Mm-hmm.
is the nurse in Pikachu?
And Miss Parker had
What
a
the fuck?
pause for a minute.
What happened?
The Pokey report is experiencing some
The
technical
internet.
difficulties. We'll see you next week. I'm
Miss
sorry.
Parker
we're gonna
got
have to-
internet issues.
And that's it for the Pokey report this week. Thanks for tuning in.
Okay. So I have a serious question then. I have a serious question now.
Bitch, I'll cut you.
I have a serious question.
Please
Hey,
ask. Please
Thank
ask.
you very much. All right.
You're
So
welcome.
what weighs more? A Ghastly or a slow-mo?
What weighs more, my shit or my shit?
How do you tame a horse in Minecraft?
I don't know.
If a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yes. And I'll tell you how I know this. I'm a tree.
Tree
If
fitting.
you're traveling down the street going 80 miles an hour, how long does it take you to go 80 miles?
Oh, I know this one. It's potato.
Oh, I want to hear Shabisky answer this question.
Nailed it. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
I'm
Nailed it.
depressed because there's a person in the chat that doesn't like me. Oh wait, he's gone.
What?
He's gone.
What? What?
Okay, I'm
Well,
fine.
now wait a minute. Let's get this correct, folks. They can insult him. They can't insult me.
Aww.
Oh, I think someone needs a hug.
I think somebody just wants to fuck you. That's what I saw. They just want to have sex with you. Yeah, they just want to fuck you.
Why
No,
don't that person
snuggle.
like you? Do you know that person, Shabisky?
Because
No,
Bisky won't
but-
let them fuck.
It's
But
probably you.
we shouldn't ban people just for saying that because they could be joking. Just throwing that
Yeah.
out there to the mods.
No,
Give
we rule
give
here
me-
with an iron fist.
give people a chance to prove that they're worth banning.
Yes.
I set the bar really low for that. It's like you don't really have to impress me that much.
Gotta raise the bar.
Okay, just for you, Chef,
Usually,
I'm gonna do that.
usually we do give him a warning. I think House knew that fucker was a troll. I think that was pretty obvious that dude was a troll.
Galen does work to his own protocols. I don't. Yeah, if I even tried to control Galen, he'd Hulk out in chat and
I'm
destroy the
controlling
place.
Galen. Okay,
Ooh,
I am the
I've
boss
got-
of you now, Galen.
Damn.
Okay, I'm the boss of you now.
I'm stepping back, Galen.
There's only one person in here that Galen would actually take a little bit of advice from, and that would probably be me.
Yeah.
And that would be hard to go by there.
So even if I told him good advice about Pokemon or something, he wouldn't take it because I'm not you.
Yeah.
Look,
Because
I'm not fat and bald, so you can't listen to me.
Whoa.
Mm.
Body shaming?
When I'm fat and bald, who gives a fuck? I mean, I don't give a shit. It's true.
Body shaming and hair follic shaming. Oh, wow. This is, wow. Wow.
How does it feel to know the fat and bald guy gets more pussy by accident than you do on purpose, buddy?
Oh, damn.
Oh no.
I didn't want any of that pussy anyways. Okay.
Nobody wants that. Yeah.
I told a dude that one night at a bar, actually. He's like, man, you fucking ugly. I said, what the ugly guy gets? How do you feel about the ugly guy get more pussy by accident than you do on purpose? He didn't know what the fuck to say.
I have a serious question.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Is-
ma'am.
Is soup cereal?
No.
Is cereal
Well, fuck no. What the hell?
okay? But think about it though. Think about it. So when you put cereal in the milk, it's technically soup, right?
No, it's not. It's technically cereal.
But it's soup though.
What if there's
Because
something
it's
sitting on the fucking box?
I'm just saying, like, okay, what's the difference between cereal and soup?
If you don't know the difference, then you.
What, you mean you haven't had Kellogg's corn soup before, Pimp?
No, I ain't never had fruit of soup.
Kellogg's corn soup is great.
Fruit soups.
That's what I just said. Goddamn, buddy.
Well, yeah, but I said it better. I said it.
Yeah, he did. He definitely said it better.
Y'all can eat my book.
I corrected your joke.
I'm just saying.
You better
He cleaned up your joke, like he definitely perfected it for you.
Yeah, okay.
You had a premise, like you had an idea, and then he
I will
molded it
premise
into
your
something
ass.
that was worth being, you know.
Listen here, girl.
perfection.
I will beat the fucking wheels off you.
Okay. Listen, I got a question.
I'm sure you do.
All right. If animals could talk, which one would be the rudest animal?
Oh, that's easy to answer. The
Bonobos.
Emu.
Geese.
Emus. Fucking emus. Have you seen an emu the way they look at you? Like,
Have you ever been around a fucking goose?
Gooses are scary too, and swans.
They're not gooses, they're geese, all right?
That's what I said. Gooses are scary. Like more than one goose.
No, we don't say goose.
No, they're not gooses. They're called cobra chickens. That's what they are. They're cobra chickens or cobra chickens.
Cobra chickens.
The deadly cobra chicken.
Oh my god.
I can go with that one.
All right, I have a serious question.
No, you don't.
I do, though. This is serious. Okay, and I want to get to know you, Pimp. This is specifically for you. What is the weirdest off-color place you've ever defecated?
Your bathroom.
My bathroom is clean, so that doesn't count.
No, I seen your bathroom. It got damn small midgets in there fucking.
Whoa.
Because they're the ones who help you wipe your butt after. Like, I have a full-service midget-acquired bathroom, and I know I'm about to get canceled for that. Like, that was a horrible thing.
Yeah, we can't say. We have to say the proper. We got to say the proper term. Half humans.
Whoa.
What?
Oh, I thought it was hobbit. I thought the term was hobbit.
No, it's half humans.
Oh, it's not Oompa Loompa.
No, it's half humans.
No, they're orange. Sorry, they're little.
Or in my world, we call them.
They're
Lunas.
little Trumps. Yeah, we call
little
them
midgets that support Trump are Oompa Loompas.
Yeah.
That's right.
In my world, we call them Lunas.
Well, Trump is what happens when an Oompa Loompa grows up. That's what happens.
Yeah, because Miss Parker, I don't know if you knew this, but Luna's technically a dwarf. She's 4'10".
First of all, you need to stop talking about people's height. We have grown to perfection. We are compact and concentrated. A little bit goes a long way. Just because it took you longer to get to your height, we're perfect the way we are.
Y'all little bitches.
Because we're perfect. That's why.
I like little bitches.
Because we're perfect. Exactly. You love us because we're perfect.
I love half humans.
Racist.
How is that racist?
Because me and Luda are both ethnic. That's why it's racist.
Well, I'm ethnic.
No, you're not. You don't even own an ethnic. You don't even know how to spell ethnic. You don't have ethnicity. You don't have no ethnicities in you. You are all the white.
1% Filipino
all
in my
the
ass.
white. When you were born, your birth certificate said white out. You are all the white.
Filipino.
Wow.
You are nothing. You're a loogie of a man.
Filipino.
Nobody cares. I have a question.
No.
Pimp, why are you so white?
I am white. Look at my lips. I got that damn myelin on the corner of my goddamn lip over here. Or maybe that's just cum. I don't know.
Oh,
sorry, that was me.
No, we all know better. We know you haven't reached puberty yet, Shabs.
I'm
Go
getting
ahead, Miss Parker.
Okay, got serious question. Serious question.
I'll punch you in the ovaries.
Okay, listen. What would be the worst buy one get one free sale of all time?
I don't know, what would it be?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. I don't know, like herpes, like buy one herpes get one free. Like that sounds horrible. You know, like
Why would you need 2 herpes?
I don't know. Why do you need 2 shake weights? But they sell those buy one get one free. I don't know.
John Morgan buys those. I don't.
Yeah, it's so silly how we actually have one of those.
I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
what?
I ain't gonna lie. I tripped out the first time John Morgan pulled out his fucking shake weight. I was like, "What the fuck?"
he doesn't really
Right.
have a shake
Yeah,
weight.
he does.
Yes, he does.
Where
Yeah.
did he find a shake weight?
He probably bought it like when there was. He's like a nerd. He also
That is
bought some
crazy.
stuff for trying to stop his hairline from receding, and it's a light. It's a light helmet.
Oh, he
He's
tried
wearing it.
that thing? I've seen that. It comes on at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and they're like, "Yeah, it'll help to
Yeah.
stimulate your follicles."
3 o'clock.
I
in the
think
morning?
I think he's an infomercial guy. Actually,
Yeah.
It's like, you think he's the next ShamWow dude? Is that what you're trying to say?
he likes to buy from the infomercials. He likes-
Oh, he buys all the ShamWow dude shit.
I have a serious question for Bisky.
See.
All right, Bisky, here's the question. If you can make any animal the size of a horse, what animal would you turn into the size of a horse?
A turtle.
They are actually.
That'd be awesome to ride on the back of a fucking turtle.
Well, you can ride on the back of a tortoise.
A
Well, I
battle
guess,
turtle.
but there's not
Like
one
a horse-sized tortoise? Yeah.
Yeah.
Boss.
It'll move slow, but I'll look like a fucking badass the whole
Yeah.
I
time.
would make
Yeah.
I would make a Shetland pony the size of a horse.
But that's just a horse.
Nah, you know what I'd do? I'd get one of those water bears and I'd make it the size of a horse.
That's
Oh,
creative
yeah.
right
A
there.
tart-
Yeah,
a tart-
like,
Platypus. No, a platypus. A platypus.
No,
that sounds
I'd-
terrifying. Oh my God, that sounds
Yeah.
scary.
I would want a giant fucking platypus, and I would take it to Miss Parker's fucking house and put it in her goddamn living room and say, "Eat that motherfucking woman."
No.
I would get a smooth skin tardigrade and then put it in battle armor and just conquer the planet.
Hey! You can't say that.
They are
word.
indestructible.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty smart.
dude.
Yeah.
It's called
imagine-
special. It's called special ed, not tardigrade. Okay.
I'll water bear then.
The
Water
water
bears
bear.
are nigh on indestructible as it is. And have you seen how they eat the little bastards? They swim around and find the organisms and basically just suck the guts out of them. They're just like, they're vicious.
Yeah,
and
they're
one
vicious.
the size of a fucking horse. It'd
take over
inhale
the
people.
planet.
It'd just be
It'd
like
take
a
over
sack
the
of
planet.
skin left over.
Oh my
Smack that old
God.
person go,
No, think about
and
this.
it's just a sack of skin.
I got something for you. A
so
fucking a goddamn cockroach the size of a grizzly bear.
See, that sounds terrifying. Any insect to the size of something that I can see the details of their body is terrifying because bugs are really scary close up, right? Like they're just like, I don't like them.
You know what's
like 'em, but
evil? Cicadas are evil.
Cicadas are not evil.
Oh no, they are.
They're not though. Other than eating crops,
No,
like
they're
do
the
eat a shit
devil,
ton of
but
crops.
no, they're
Why are they the
Satan's bug.
devil? Why?
'Cause
They don't do
because-
anything. They
Oh,
just
no.
eat crops and the
I've
die.
got an experience, okay?
Okay, what did the cicadas do to you? Tell us.
Red
What
Eye
did they
knows
do?
my experience.
All right, what did they do?
The cicadas made some loud noises and scared Pimpy, and now he does not like it.
No. What happened? It was 3 o'clock in the morning. I was sitting on the bed. My dad was sick at the hospital. Right? I was at the hospital. I was outside smoking a cigarette. Goddamn cicada done jumped up in my goddamn face and went, yeah!
Okay, but
Yeah.
that's what they do though. Like that's
Not in my fucking face,
It was just trying to
Dude.
mate with you, Pimp.
yeah. Like
Uh.
I've had a cicada lost in my hair. Have you ever had a cicada lost in your afro, bro?
Suck my soul out.
I almost got face raped by a butterfly. Get over yourself, okay? The
Hey.
butterfly was trying to like eat my was trying to like
Butterflies
have
in the
sex
sky.
with my
I
face.
can go twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Okay.
I like how I said that a cicada made some noise and scared Pimp, and then Pimp went, "No, you're not." And then he said that a cicada made some noise and it scared him.
And it scared him. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. He got terrified.
It struck the soul. It sucked my soul from my.
I understand you're afraid of loud noises. It's okay. It's all right.
I'm sorry for telling it so wrong, boss. I apologize for.
Well, I can't have it, you stupid.
I forgot about the soul sucking. My bad.
I can't have it, you a dumbass.
You know,
you need a hug.
Don't up here saying tardigrade, knowing damn well you're supposed to say special ed.
Well, you just don't know what a water bear is, and you don't know how awesome they are. Plus, I don't think you realize how much you look like a water bear.
I've seen the skin bears before.
Water bear head.
You do look like a water bear. I will say that, especially with the beard. Like maybe that should be your new name, water bear.
If you look like my goddamn next fucking kill.
We put another set of arms on him. He's a water bear. At that point, he's just a big cuddly water bear.
I know we should change your name. Instead of Pimpmunk, your new name is Water Bear Monk.
Yeah, change your better go fuck yourself.
I like it. Everybody, Water Bear Monk in the chat. Ooh, Pimp Bear. That'll work too. Let's figure out what Pimp's new name is. Like we got to put Water Bear and Pimp Monk
anybody
together.
says it, I'll time you out. I promise you.
He will not. He's just full of shit.
No,
you won't. No, you won't.
Not,
you will not because you are being a nice person, okay? And you enjoy the show. Actually, and we're having a good time.
We discussed what happens to Pimp when he tries to be nice. It's kind of like getting a magnet with its north-south pole and
I can't be nice
together. And every time Pimp tries to be nice, and there's like there's a line where you cross it and you're in the nice territory. There's like this magnetic reaction, and it repulses Pimp straight back into you can continue just being an asshole. And it's just it's like a waveform appears of Pimp trying to enter the nice territory, but being repulsed back deep into arsehole territory, and it's a waveform. It's science. Yeah,
that's just stupid, Origin. Why are you so stupid?
Pimpski, Pimpski.
That's just dumb.
Well, if you guys were dating, that would be your couple name. So I like it. It's kind of cute. You can call it the Pimpski Show. Yeah.
Come here, Pimpy. Let's become Pimpski. Come on.
Oh yeah, like if you guys did the fusion from Dragon Ball Z, yeah, you would be with our powers combined.
What if they used a transporter like on Voyager, and you got Neelix and Tuvax, and you get Tuvok and Neelix combined into whatever the fuck that character was called, and then they had to kill him. And he said, "I don't want to die," and they murdered the fuck out of him to get Neelix and Tuvok back. Was really like
murder. That's a really fucked up show. Like if Pimpmunk and Shabisky merged into one creature, I would not destroy it to get Shabisky and Pimp back. Like they would just have to live together forever because that would be better.
Suicide, what I do.
You wouldn't be able to. I was gonna say you wouldn't be able to.
You can't fucking stop me, you little pussy bitch.
That's kind of the point, though. Yeah, exactly. Like, you guys would be the same. So
I'll be in you, you my bitch. I'll be in
the whole Monk Bisky entity would have to live.
Yeah.
It would be a sage of wisdom, and it would also catch lizards really good.
See. Oh, nice.
But would have to train Monk Bisky not to eat pizza with a fork. That's unacceptable.
I understand. The other day I was thinking about doing that with like Alice Cooper and a fucking piece of beef jerky, and I'll pop Red Eye's fucking.
Fuck that.
Hey, how you doing?
No, I love Red Eye. He don't look that bad.
Well, nobody knows what Red Eye looks like.
I know what Red Eye looks like. I've seen him.
No, you don't. You've never seen him.
Yeah, I have actually.
Nobody's ever seen Red Eye. Stop lying.
Nobody.
No, a bunch of people have seen him. You dumbass.
Nobody has ever seen him before. What are you talking about?
He actually used to have like long, beautiful locks. He had nice hair. He really did have nice, but he cut it off.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Did you donate your hair?
He did. He did.
Certainly did. I've done that about 3 times, actually.
Yeah, we talked about this the other day, remember? You were here.
I know I was here, and now I'm moving on to my next question. So the next time you grow it out,
just the same thing.
Shut the fuck up, Pimp. I'm working here.
Doing this?
I'm fucking working here. Hey, Red Eye.
Competitive.
Hello.
Shut up. Hey, Red Eye. How you doing, babe?
I'm doing fantastic.
So I was thinking, the next time you decide to grow that beautiful hair out and cut it, you think you can mail it over to your girl across the pond so I can make a wig?
Yeah, do that. Do that.
Okay.
He got nice hair now. I'll give him. He got nice hair.
I'm just working on my next lace front. That's all.
You got nice pubes.
I don't know if I want a pube wig, but thanks for offering.
Nice.
Well, you'd literally be a dickhead then.
Yeah. Scrotum scalp. I don't think I'm ready for that. Yeah.
Red is a nice looking guy. Don't lie, Luna. Shut the fuck up lying now.
He's hot.
Well, if Luna said it, then it has to be true.
Yeah, but Luna's super fucking nice.
Are you trying to say that Luna's a liar?
Yes.
Okay, so then she lies about everything or just about this thing?
Well, everything but me. When she compliments me, it's true.
And okay, so see, now we have a problem here with our logic. So the premises aren't matching up. Either she lies about everything or she doesn't lie at all.
She does everything but me.
Okay, so then you're a liar.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Great.
I'm a liar. I'm an honest man. I'll tell you a lie.
That's not how that works.
What? I just told you I lied.
Yeah, but if a dog tells another dog that he's a
Was that
liar,
not honest,
and all
or was-
dogs are
was-
liars,
was
then
that
how do we
not
get
honest?
there?
Was that not honest?
Listen, Pimpmunk, shut up and listen to my goddamn
You
question.
shut up!
God damn it, Pimp. Okay?
You can't
If
do
one
that.
Pimpmunk looks at another Pimpmunk and
doing
says
that.
all Pimpmunks are liars, then
Yeah.
who's telling the truth and who's lying then,
The
Pimp?
Pimpmunk is.
Exactly. So if Pimpmunk is lying and all Pimpmunks are liars, then everything he says is a lie. So that means he's telling the truth, which means
Yeah.
he's lying, which means he's telling the truth, and you're a
Yeah.
walking conundrum.
Exactly.
I think there's some quantum physics and the superposition in play at this point.
Hey,
feels like it.
There's nobody getting any kind of incisions here, okay?
That's not, oh my God.
There might be actually
Hold on,
a
hold
little
on,
bit
Mama,
of gravitational lensing as well. Yeah.
No,
yep,
ma'am, I
yep,
don't.
yep.
You okay?
I wish he watched more
Yeah, I
sci-fi.
do. All right, I love you.
Mm.
You can say, tell bye.
Good night, everybody.
Good
Night,
night.
Mama.
Love you, Mom.
Sweet dreams.
Look, Miss Parker said you was an old white hoe.
God damn, see, liars. All Pimpmunks are liars.
Hey, I'll just move over a bit. Welcome to Underneath the Bus. How's it? It's a bit
Thank
cozy under here, Miss Parker. We'll make room and make do. We'll order
What do you
some
mean?
pizza.
My mom is a nice lady. I don't know why you talk about her like that.
I don't know why you keep lying on me like that. It's fucked up that you would sit there and lie to your own mother like that. What kind of a man lies to his mother?
I'm not much of one.
This is horrible. How are we
I'm-
ever supposed to get you married off if you keep acting like this?
You get me married, I'll kill your motherfucking ass. I've been there, done that, ain't doing this shit again.
Where are we
yes,
gonna,
you
when are we
will,
gonna
Pam.
get little pimpies? You're not gonna give us little pimpies?
Yeah, I give them to you every day in a water toilet paper.
Whoa.
Babies are not shit, okay? And I think I'm gonna call Planned Parenthood.
I'm
on you.
talking about jerking off in toilet paper. Girl, what are you talking about shitting?
Listen, you said toilet paper, and I know you catch your shit, so I don't know what's going on with your life.
Nah,
Okay.
dude. You know, I drink Mylanta all the time. All I do is shit soup. It's poop soup constantly.
That's disgusting.
Well, I
Wow.
can't help it. I pee from my butthole. Okay.
Well, you might need to like do something about that.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, I know what we need to do. We need to play shit,
Some
shot,
bread?
or fart. What? No, not time.
No,
Bad time.
not
No?
time.
Okay.
Miss
Okay.
Parker been mean to me.
Yes, I am.
And fuck you in the ear.
In the ear, like I mean, your dick could probably fit, but like
It
most people
definitely
won't
would.
get in there.
You can't make dick jokes about somebody who always insults his own dick. That's
First of all, I can say whatever I want to say.
No, you can't.
Stop trying to mansplain shit to me, Pip. Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm not
I'm
your
the
bitch.
man.
I'm not your fucking bitch, bro. I'm gonna say what I want to say.
You
I
are
said what I
my-
want.
You're one
I
of
I
need
do
to-
what I want.
I need to know something. Rule 34 has just come into play. Is there ear porn? Because
Yes.
I honestly don't know. There is. Oh
Yeah.
my! Rule
There is ear
34.
porn. Yes.
Rule 34. You never fail to amaze me.
No, there's definitely earpods. I've seen it before.
Yeah, they not only do they do like the Q-tips and stuff, but they'll like rub their penises around the earlobes
Yeah.
and all
Yeah.
sorts of weirdness. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about-
And there's
what
nose
about-
porn. There's nose porn too. If Alex ever sees this, hey Alex, I'm down. If you're down, let's try some nose porn.
I got in an argument one time with a vegetarian. No, it was a vegan, and I told him to go fuck himself in the ear with a chicken strip.
Yeah,
That's
clever.
Yeah,
that's clever. Okay, what's the best insult you've ever heard? For me, I heard one on the bus.
Oh, I got one for you.
Bitch out of nowhere was like, "You bloody cunt waffle," and I was like, "Oh." I was like, that's amazing.
Well, here's one. I don't know if you call it. Well, yeah, it's kind of a joke, but there was this girl, a friend of mine. I've known her for years, like in the real world, so-called real world, right? Went to school with her. She put on Facebook, which I've told this story before, but I don't know if you've ever heard. She put on Facebook, "I need a man to stimulate my brain, not just my vagina." I said, "Okay, I'll fuck you in the ear."
Ooh, I know one. The other day, Origin said that the only head I'm getting is on my head.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Oh, so good.
Oh, I'll tell you
Oh,
where I fucked up. I'm gonna tell you where I fucked up one time. See, I was sitting there trying to think because I like to come up with little clever insults and and everything. And so I was trying to think of something to say in the video that I was doing, right? So I came up with cock monkey. Well, then I got in an argument with someone and I called him a cock monkey, but I wasn't thinking he was a black dude. And all of a sudden I was a racist.
Well, we already know that you're a racist, Pimp. We all know that you're a racist. We know. And I'm going to make sure that everybody remembers that you're a fucking racist.
I love going to the track.
I know. And you're the main one who's going to go into the hood and fuck a black chick and then leave her with a baby and be like, "Oh shit, I can't have kids." You know, I know that's what you're doing. I know. You're a fucking asshole. I'll be right back. You fucking dick. I have more questions, but I'll be right back.
You ain't welcome back.
Gotta stay there. Fuck you. I'll be
get out of here.
Go away.
Wow.
She's stupid.
Wow.
There's her and that guy she loves, you know.
Us Von Helton, right, when he's younger or something. Yeah.
What an Adonis.
What a hunk.
Well, actually, Origin, I will kind of say maybe that did stick because he remembered it and brought it back up. So maybe that insult did.
I was
get
bringing
to
it up.
Oh no, maybe that insult got to you a little bit.
Shabby, are you okay? Are you okay, Shabby? Shabby, are you okay?
Are you okay, Shabby? Shabby, are you okay? Are you okay,
Shabby? Are you okay, Shabby? Shabby, you okay?
I'm not okay. Okay.
We've got no tips tonight, guys. That's
wow. Wow.
I haven't been really pushing it that much, but still.
It's because of me, isn't it?
Push it.
It's because of you.
Push it.
It's
real
because
good.
I was promoting shit shard of fart so hard yesterday, and today I didn't try and follow through. And look where we're at now. No one got to pick a shit shard or a fart. Everyone in chat's bummed out.
Nobody's bummed out.
You
said bummed out by talking about that. So you bum.
Man. Damn.
I may have to do one of them pretty soon, though.
Oh, wait. There's hope, chat. There's hope. Shit shard or fart.
I don't know.
Let's
what is
find
that
out.
water sound?
I'm peeing.
It's the sound of water. My fish tank, probably.
Oh, that's what okay. That's what it makes me want to pee.
That's the idea. I'll just move my mic closer to the fish tank. Hold on. I'll turn the fish tank's volume up so it's loud.
All right. I'm gonna pee into my mic and let's see if it reaches your fish
Why
tank.
don't you pee in the fish tank, Britta?
Why don't you go fuck a duck? Go fuck a cobra chicken.
That. Well, I ain't never fucked a cobra chicken. I have fucked a duck, though.
Did you take it in the butt from a duck?
I quacked the hell out of that son bitch.
Oh, damn.
Wow.
I put it right in his quack.
You did what? Fuck the duck in the butt. What?
And in his quack.
Oh, damn.
His butt quack.
His butt quack.
Wow. I see what you did there. I'm pretty sure it was illegal.
That was a clever little stupid.
That was funny.
It was hilarious.
It was punny.
Get it?
Yeah.
Get it? See what I did there?
Yeah, you put pun and funny because what I told was a pun, and he said it was funny, but he said punny, pun and funny. I got it.
This is an incredibly intellectual show. Like the humor here is like stratospherically high. It's in orbit around this planet, above most people's heads. They just can't even comprehend it.
I see human being Allie Dean up in the chat room. She'll be here Friday.
You want me to ban her?
She knows what's up. What in the butt?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did time out a couple people will go for just fucking around, but I hope y'all didn't get really mad. I hope y'all understand that was a joke.
No,
Yeah,
he was serious, and he never wants to see you in this chat again.
Don't be a fucking bitch about it.
Yeah, don't be a bitch about it.
Quit your bitching.
Fucking pussy.
Pussy bitches.
Quit your shabitching.
Stop being kitties.
Shabs, change your bong water, somebody said.
Yeah, Shab.
How about you change your attitude? Ha bitch.
It's still slightly viscous and liquid-like, so he doesn't feel a need to change it yet.
Drink it,
up completely. No, don't do
if
that.
I tried to drink it, I would immediately just throw up.
It's nasty as hell.
It doesn't even have to be some dirty, really dirty bong water. If it was just one I took a little bit of hits out of, I would still.
Oh, he gets nasty quick.
Yeah.
It gets disgusting really fast.
Freaking Pro says to change my underwear. Who does that?
All right.
That's
Human
dumb.
Being said Rev did it. So that's probably the only reason I need at that point to not do it, other than that it would be really gross to drink bong water. But because Rev did it, I don't think I want to do it.
Yeah.
Did you ever?
Oh, this person wants to stay anonymous, but they gave $5. So thank you, anonymous.
Oh,
Yay, anonymous.
You're awesome.
Yay. Did you ever see my video where I smoked out of a bong with piss in it?
Wow. Really?
No,
It's on my channel. It's on my channel.
For real? Are you serious?
Hmm?
That's
Why
a very
did you
proud
do
moment
that?
by the looks of it too, by the
For
look on your face.
It was
It's
fun.
like, hey, my name's Shabisky, and this bong's full of my piss, and I'm going to take a bong hit out of it.
That's
Welcome
what
to
it was.
Jackass.
That's how it went. You didn't see the video? Are you sure?
That's dumb as hell.
It was-
Rev drank bong water for $5. Well, Rev's a fucking idiot.
I heard about that, and it's like someone told me that, and I'm just like, what? Like,
Now, why would you
I-
do that? That's so stupid, dude. I
Like,
mean,
I
I would do it for a lot of money, but for $5, that is ridiculous.
What are y'all doing for $5?
So, human beings said that Rev drank bong water for $5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he
That is ridiculous.
technically he ate that chip for $10
Which
because
chip
he
you
bought
talking
that fire chip he did.
about? Oh,
the
that hot chip
challenge,
thing? Oh, okay.
because it cost him anywhere from $25 to $35, and then he only got paid, I think, $30. So he made anywhere from $5 to $10 on that.
Oh, shit.
did he throw up?
Not only did he throw up, he was like in excruciating pain for a good 5 fucking hours, and
Yeah.
he filmed all of it.
Oh, that's dumb. But
he was paid $1 an hour to that. You know what? Good.
Yeah.
Thank internet. You're a gift that keeps on giving.
It was horrible.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna do something like that, make money for it. Make a profit. Shit.
Oh, look, Pimp.
Yeah.
Look what I got. Look at my awesome cup.
What is
You know what that is?
My eyes are bad, baby. I can't.
Oh,
see
that's
it.
it's the Vegas Nights, because I'm
Oh.
a Vegas girl, and my hubby has these amazing. We got these cool Jack Daniels
That
Vegas
is
Nights
cool.
cups.
That is
Because
cool.
it's like I'm a
I like
classy
that.
bitch.
That is bad. By the way, Miss Parker, I don't know if you know this, but next month, me and
You're
Luna,
coming out here, yeah.
Me and Luna may be in Vegas. So
I can't wait. I have a dinner date with DC Media Girl. She's coming to town at the end of this month, and we're gonna go to Gordon Ramsay's restaurant. So when you and Luna come, I would love. I don't know if you guys are into marijuana, but there's a place called Area 15, and it's this. Well, I would love to take you. I would love to go there with you guys. I think it'd be super, super fun. Not only we can buy some cannabis, smoke. It also has like this.
Okay,
weed
could
garden.
you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor though?
What?
Yeah. See, I don't know which one is. there's types of marijuana that's not good for high blood pressure, and there's types that's bad that is good for high blood pressure.
Yes.
So the types that I can have, I will definitely smoke with you.
Oh yeah, well that's what I'm saying. So if we go to Area 15, it's a dispensary. I almost said dispensary. I've been listening to Shanny and Rev too long.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a dispensary. They have
call it a dispensary.
They call it a dispensary. It's so fucking weird. And I started saying it myself, but like when you go there, the people who work there are very knowledgeable. We can go down to it's set up like a bar where you can talk to the, you'll talk to a worker and they'll walk you through what's good for you. And yeah, we'll have a good time.
Well, if like I said, if I'm trying to make it financial, if I can't do it next month, it will be August. But it is kind of looking like I may be able to do it next month. So we'll see. Now, I definitely going to try to get out in Reno. Then I'm going to try to see if I can get to Vegas. I was originally going to go to California.
And me and Luna going to hit the club. Listen, I seen Luna. I saw the thickness. I was like, she's nice. She's oh my goodness. Listen, me and her going to hit the club, girl. We going to hit the club.
Yeah. And I would love to meet you. And by the way, I would also love to meet your husband,
Yeah. Yeah, I think we can have a lot of fun.
And going Biscuits lives out there too, so if
me and Biscuits still haven't got together. I'm trying to get a time where me and Biscuits can come together, but I've been like super busy too, and I haven't had time. But I want to get a time for me and Biscuit to.
And that's what I was trying to explain to people too. See if I get to go out there. When I do these trips, you don't know this, but back in the day, Red Eye remembers this. I used to do a trip a month, right? I used to go out I was everywhere, traveling all the time. And shit tons of content that comes out of these trips because I do constant Instagram, and now we got TikTok, so I do TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, every format. There's so make sure y'all follow me on these fucking formats. That way you get all the content. So, about to do some redneck shit.
I told you to stop with that
beef
shit.
Jerky.
Yeah, Pimpmunk shoves shredded beef jerky in his cheeks because he's just a little chunky hamster man.
I do not shove it in my cheek. It's in the corner of my mouth.
Whatever you said, like I said, he puts little beef jerky shreds in his cheeks so that he has something to chew on.
Yeah, because I ain't got no titty nipples right now. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the trip. I ain't been out in Reno since last January. So
I still have never gone to Reno.
The last trip I took, I went out to Reno, then we went to San Francisco and San Jose. Me and Luna did. And then that's the last trip I took because pandemic hit. So, I was supposed to go several places last year. Me and Shabisky was supposed to go to VidCon and it got canceled and all that shit. So, but even if they do VidCon this year, I'm not going. I'll go next year. But I'm not even going to the. By the way, the next time I go to VidCon, I'm actually not going to the actual convention. I'm just going to Anaheim.
To do all the surrounding activities.
Yeah, I'm going to Anaheim for the parties and hang out. Because that's where you get all the meeting all the other YouTubers and all that shit anyway, really. I mean, it's... and now that I know a lot of people, I don't have to go to the convention and meet people. I can meet people through other people. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I go next year, I don't know. We'll see. My big plan is going out to Australia next year at some point.
Yep, and when he comes to Australia, I'll be going to England.
Listen,
Red Eye, if you ever come, Aussies are the best when they come to Vegas. Like, they're so much fun. So if you ever do come here, you have to let me know so I can take you to this awesome bar where you have to wear a coat because it's an ice bar that's under like 30 degrees Celsius. And they serve you drinks, and I figured you'd like some weird shit like that. Aussies love this place for some reason, and we'll go in there and have some drinks and wear like fur coats like polar bears and pretend that we're Russians. It'll be super fun.
There you go. We got a $10 tip from Origami Lasagna. He said, "Money, money, money." By the way, will I be a guest on the show this week? No, next week, because you got to go look at the new tiers and it's not every week for your tier. It's when I say.
Don't lie, Pam.
But next week you can definitely be a guest or
the missus loves going to America. She's got a trip booked just before the pandemic hit. She had everything booked, and She's going over for what was it? I think 8 weeks. She was going over for this time.
Nice.
Yeah. So as a gift to her, I got her a cabin. Where is it? Somewhere in Yellowstone Park. It's like a really nice cabin.
Nice. That's nice.
And she's going to spend 6 weeks there with winter coming on. So yeah, she's going to get all the supplies, and she's going to have a ball. Like that's sort of a
I wish my husband would pull some shit like that. Like I oh my God, I would let him do anal for that. Yeah, like you get anal for that. Like that's special.
Damn,
that's pretty awesome.
See, I was going to go out to Australia year before last, but shit happened. Financial shit.
There'll be opportunities.
And my dad got really sick. My dad,
Oh, I have a really fun fact because just because I do that weird stuff. Did you know you're 13.8% more likely to die on your birthday?
Really? I never heard that. Well, that's weird.
It's a weird fact, but there's a study 2012 that was published, and that's how they came up. They came up with that fucking figure, and I was like, "Whoa, that's nuts!" Yeah.
How much?
13.8% more likely
to
die on your birthday. That's just another reason not to want to get older, folks. Just, I have tons of reasons why I hate getting older, but that's just another reason for me now to be terrified of this situation.
Just one study?
Yeah, well, it looks like just one weird study, yeah. So you know how that is, because every time they do those weird studies, they'll be like, coffee cures cancer. 2 weeks later, coffee causes cancer. It's one of those studies.
Oh, I learned. I read something the other day that I thought, well, there's a company out there that turns dead bodies into ocean reefs.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
I guess
turn
it's
your
like
corpse into an ocean reef.
Yeah,
I'm all about. I'm so big on death options. Like me and my friend have been investigating how we want our funerals to go and what we want our bodies to go through. There's a place here in America that'll mummify you. You can get yourself turned into a tree. You can get cremated and then put into a diamond or artificial stone. They have these beautiful ceramic art pieces. Like there's so much cool stuff you can do, but I definitely know I don't want to be buried. I think that's boring.
I've got an idea, right? I think that space nerds and science geeks would like this. It'll be an incredibly efficient operation with no cleanup. It's basically, every time NASA launches or some company launches a rocket, especially the Russians, because they've got some really big rockets, just stick a bunch of bodies under there. Right? They light those they light the candle. And instead of wasting all that water, we can use because why they use all that water is to keep the sound down. So we can replace all of the water with just a bunch of fucking bodies, because bodies are a whole bunch of water, basically. We're just sacks of water.
Yeah. And most nerds wouldn't mind because they already, most nerds wouldn't give a shit. They'd be like, that'd be fun.
If I was to I also want to make it an option for being executed by a state government. So it's like firing squad, lethal injection, or do you want to stand under a Falcon 9 booster as it's fucking lit? It's like, Falcon 9, baby, take me to Boca Chica. Let's do this shit.
Let's do it. It's instant death. Yeah, you're not going to feel anything. That's instant death.
That would be my company. It's just like we can just basically put prisoners to death to the governments and cremate people en masse.
At the same time.
I got another.
It's a global industry.
If people are more comfortable with death, right?
I got another odd fact for you, Red Eye. You know what Alfred Hitchcock's biggest fear was?
No.
Eggs.
What?
He was afraid of eggs.
You mean he was afraid of the white or?
No, eggs. Just eggs.
Look, I've got.
I think it says the master of suspense who terrified audiences with movies like Psycho, Bird, whatever. It said considered himself an ovophobe, someone frightened of eggs.
I am fucking terrified of needles, but here's the thing about because I have a really bad reaction to needles. Like you want to watch a grown man cry and run away. It's just like pull out a needle and try and stick it in my arm. I freak the fuck out and I don't get it. It's silly, but my missus doesn't like spiders, and I'm fine with spiders. So, and
I love the way you say spider. I just want you to keep saying it. Like I don't know why, but for whatever reason, you're making my bean tingle when you say that.
Really enjoy it. If it tickles her beans, Shabisky, it doesn't matter if he says it wrong or not.
Yeah, it's just, yeah. Just keep saying it that way.
Keep tickling her bean.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
I don't know why. And it's really weird because I'm sure you're like, I don't have a fucking accent, but my American ear is just eating that up. And I'm like, this is amazing right now.
All right, you'll get bored with it about 6 months and you just start going, oh, that fucking Aussie prick. We should shut up. He's got a speech impediment. Fucking jerk. Anyway, so the missus doesn't like spiders. And yeah, I may be a bastard and I heard them towards her and do horrible. And yeah, I'm lucky I'm still alive because technically she should have murdered me about 3 times by now with a big kitchen knife.
Okay, so what you're saying is that she's earned her vacation.
Yeah.
Oh, that woman, she's earned 10 of them. Like, I should just send her on vacation for the rest of her entire existence. Because
just to look at him a lot. Yes, he earned it.
The amount of shit she's put up with me over the last fucking 30 years is like, oh my fucking God. Long service suffering is a thing, and she's got the badge to prove it.
Shabisky,
as long as you know. My husband knows too. That's why he spoils me. And it's like I had to put through a lot of shit. I have loved you when no one else would.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Shabisky.
Yeah.
Shabisky, have you ever heard the term "I'm sweating like a pig"?
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If somebody says that, look at them and say you're lying because you wouldn't be sweating at all. Because pigs,
they don't sweat.
Yeah, pigs don't sweat. Yeah. Neither do dogs, and it's so sad. You know, they don't sweat. But what's really weird too is that pig skin is the closest to human skin, so that's why they use it when they're teaching doctors like surgery and all that fun stuff.
Yeah,
they use pigs, but they don't sweat. So what's going on with their skin? Why don't they have sweat glands? What the fuck is up with that?
I tell you what, I knew somebody. This is weird. My ex-wife had a friend, and it was an odd condition. I don't know what the condition's called, but she was born with her sweat glands on the outside of her skin.
No.
Yep.
How is that? What does that even look like?
It did. Her skin looked weirdish, but not like too weird.
Because I'm like, are sweat glands even visible? Like,
yeah, it looks a little. She looks like. I mean, her skin looked kind of different, but not really that different. You know. It was just,
Here's the thing about sweating. I heard an argument put forward once that sweating is the reason that we are the alpha predator on this planet. And the reason is this, that we can chase down prey and fucking keep going and going and going and going and going.
Regulate.
So and whereas most animals have to, they can outrun us for short periods of time, but then they have to stop and go, drool, cool down. And eventually that chase, we will win that fucking chase because we can just keep fucking going because we'll just keep sweating and cooling ourselves while we're going running after the thing to stab it with the spear.
Exactly. Like the engine that we're running constantly replenishes and cools itself. Our blood system, the oxygen, everything about our system just gives us that advantage. Whereas with a dog, like you said, a poor puppy, they have those bursts of energy. But that's what separates us. Plus the fact that we were able to metabolize proteins better, you know, so that our brains could absorb that. Like we were able to absorb those things better than other animals. And which makes me wonder, okay, God damn it. My brain is 6 degrees from G-Man at all times. Okay. This bitch told me that humans are not animals. And I'm like, well, if we're not animals, then what the fuck are we?
We are wet-nosed primates. We are wet-nosed primates.
Hey, I got an interesting question.
Wet-nosed primate.
Wet-nosed primate.
My nose isn't wet.
Snotty-nosed.
Snotty-nosed.
Oh, we have snot in our nose.
Yeah, snotty-nosed primate.
Yeah.
We are primates.
Since you don't ask the interesting questions, I got an interesting question for you.
You know I love it.
What is the cause of most power outages in the United States?
What's the cause of most power outages in the United States?
The Republican Party. No, sorry, my bad.
How about car accidents?
No, squirrels.
Yeah,
fucking squirrel.
Shorten it out, just putting nuts and crawling on shit. Over here, it's fruit bats, believe it or not, because they come, fruit bats to go and land on the line, and they've got a pretty decent wingspan, and they go and arc out, and then you'll see these fruit bats. They hang on the line because they've crispified, and their legs just grab on because the muscles contract when they arc out, and they'll hang there until they rot, or the power company comes and cuts them down. Yeah.
That sucks. I was watching this video. I don't know how I got to it, but there was like these little monkeys in India, and they were on the train tracks, and it was like the live wire. And one of the poor little dudes, they were crossing it, and one of the guys got shocked, and then he falls out, and he's still attached to it. And his homie comes back for him, and he's like, "Oh, dude, come on!" And you can see they're like all the other monkeys literally stopped everything they were doing to try to save him. And I'm like, oh no. And then another monkey got electrocuted. There's like 3 electrocuted monkeys, and they finally did it. It took like 20 minutes, but everybody got away okay. And one of them was knocked. It was crazy. I don't know. I don't even know why that came into my brain right now. I'm high. Monkeys are great.
I'm reading
Humans
some
are animals.
I'm reading some odd facts here. Here's what I'm doing. I think it's interesting. Did you know you're more likely to catch a virus on a religious website than a porn site?
Shut up.
What is?
That's fucked up. That is fucked up.
You're more likely to get catfished on a porn site than a religious site, though. So
Yeah.
And here's something cool. Red-Eye. The person who created Pringles was cremated and put in a can and buried in one.
Fucking right.
In a Pringles can?
Yeah, in a Pringles can.
Fucking awesome sauce. Fuck yeah. Okay, I have a question. So if you could choose, if you had the ability to choose the way you were processed after death, what is your ideal process? If
Saturn
anything
V.
was possible.
A Saturn V rocket booster being ignited, putting something awesome into orbit. I'm dealt with. Done. Literally just go bit of dust.
Honestly, I don't give a shit.
You don't care? It doesn't matter?
It doesn't really, because I'm dead.
I want to be taxidermed. It is my dream. It is my dream to be taxidermed. And the reason I say this, my grandfather told me he wanted to be taxidermed. And I was like, that's so weird. And he was like, yeah, I want to be taxidermed, and I want you to leave me in your living room and then dress me up every day, and I'll hold your keys. And I was like, that's creepy, Grandpa. And he goes, no, this could be a thing. You never have to say goodbye. I'll be there. And I'm like, yeah. Now that I get older, I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to be taxidermed. That'd be dope. And then what if I was opposable, right? Like I would hope that all my like naughty bits are covered so that nobody can do weird stuff with me like that. Yeah. But outside of that, like just being able to like pose me and doing weird stuff, like, oh, you need somebody to hang out with you and play video games? Here's the Miss Parker doll. And it's like, oh, how old is your Miss Parker doll? She's like 800 years old. It'd be like, it could be a thing. And it, like, I'd be like a priceless collectible. I think that's what it is. I want to be a collectible.
I do like drunken crows. Like I put my ashes in fireworks. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be cool. Yeah, I had somebody who got themselves fed to the fishes in the ocean. So,
what about that? What is it? The Highlander up, the way they do it. Is it the Scottish Highlands where they basically take you up in the mountains and they get a dude with a fucking really sharp knife and he just starts taking slices off you and throwing it at the fucking birds. And the birds come down and start eating your fucking corpse. And he will just sit there and go and start feeding the fucking, I'm not sure whether they're eagles or condors or something, but
condors,
they're big birds of prey, and they fucking come down and they fucking, this is one way they dispose of bodies up there, is they feed the fucking local fauna with it, which is like nothing goes to waste.
And that makes sense, because a lot of times I don't think people realize, like, if you continue to just put caskets in the ground, like there's only so much ground we can put caskets in. If you, these burial plots are kind of stupid when you start thinking about it. Like, why are you doing this with the body?
Yeah, look,
there's cooler things we could do with them, right?
Yeah. So, like, my idea is fucking great. I think we could dispose of a lot of corpses underneath fucking booster rockets, because a lot of nations have space programs.
Well, I like the jewels, like turning people into jewels, because they just cremate the body and then they like put it under a bunch of pressure and you get these synthetic gems. Yeah. And I'm like, that's kind of dope too. Especially if it's somebody you love, you can turn them into like some fire ass jewelry. You know, like that's pretty dope. You know,
yeah, I got most of the ashes of my dogs from over the years. I'm fucking weird. I couldn't bear to fucking part with them, but
tons of people do that.
You can actually, with the ashes now, if I want, because I've got a decent amount of, because I'm getting on a bit, and I've got like there's 3 dogs and 3 fucking cats in there now, and there's about to be a 4th cat, sadly, but she had a good innings. But I could get some really cool stuff made, and it would be a lot better than having just these fucking boxes sitting there full of ashes. I have these beautiful, colorful things to go. They're right.
And that me and my husband are thinking about that with his dad, because he has him we have a little shrine and everything. And I'm like, but there's so many beautiful things we can do with him now. And there's so many cool options, you know? So we've been shopping around. I think it's pretty neat. What about you, Bisky? What do you think? What do you want to do with your body?
A hollow Pokemon card.
Yeah, there you go. Dude, I was going to say that it don't fucking matter, like Pimpmunk said, and it's stupid, but turn me into a fucking good Pokemon card.
Yeah, like, the best. We're going to put you around Logan fucking Paul in his next fight as he walks out in the ring, and you're going to increase in value by 75K.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I want to be a collectible. I love collectibles. I want to be a collectible.
You can add me in Luna's chili powder so I can finally get anal from it.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Zinger. You got to make the noise now.
You can be put into a dildo.
Well, that actually has been done though.
You can put ashes in there.
No, make the dildo jewel encrusted.
Oh my god. Bumpy Johnson.
It's like bling bling.
Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy Johnson.
Yeah, Bumpy Johnson.
I like that.
No, that's what you call it. That's what you call one that has like the herps and it's all got the ridges. Like, hold up, wait a minute.
I wasn't kidding, Luna. I can do anal too.
She's like, what? That's insane.
That's funny though. Yeah. Luna's awesome. She's good. She's a good sport with all my stupid jokes. I love her to death. She's awesome. She's one of my better peoples. And she's cute to look at.
Yeah, she's definitely fun to look at for sure. I don't know what cute to look at means, but she's fun to look at. Like
I can bang my dick up against the door when I look at her.
Nice. I don't think you can ever do that, but nice.
I told you I undersold the motherfucker.
I understand. Listen,
I really don't, but you know, I can't help. I got crotch nipple.
There's a
you have a crotch nipple.
Yeah, there's creams and a vacuum pump you can get for that.
Don't do that to the cat. Stop.
Kitty booger check. No, that's kitty booger check.
No, it looks dead.
No,
he just lays there like,
that motherfucker look dead when he do that. It's like, everybody's like, oh, that's fun. I'm like thinking, damn, no, that motherfucker look dead.
No, Kitty's just relaxing so we can check for boogers.
It looks like roadkill.
Oh, it's kitty booger check time. That's all that was. Nothing to panic
never
about.
Allow me to do that.
Try it.
Oh yeah.
No, see the dog was already going. I will bite you. I will bite you.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I'm gonna bite you.
He's like, no, motherfucker, no, we ain't doing that shit. The dogs ain't down with that too much.
No, he's not down with that.
If you rub Puppy's belly, Puppy will stay there all day. Whereas, you try and rub Cat's belly and see what happens. It's like, oh, my hand's gone. What happened? There's a bloody stump now, squirting blood everywhere. Why is that? And the cat's going chewing on your hand. Fuck you.
My cat's like really chilling
because it's really high because it's been Dutch ovened over the last 12 months, so its bloodstream is just little marijuana leaves now.
Yeah, one of the reasons I like dogs so much, anybody with a dog can pretty much tell you that. Like if you get sick, right, a dog knows it, and they'll come up to you and they'll love on you, try to make you better and stuff. Cats really ain't down with that. Cats are like dying motherfuckers as long as you keep food out.
Yeah, a cat will eat you as soon as you die.
Yeah,
a dog, he won't do that. Well, maybe I don't know. He won't.
Cats just deal with reality better though. It's like
in a way.
I will say that when I go out, my cat, like, I didn't know that my cat did this until I sort of moved houses and I wasn't driving. I was walking. Like, my cat fucking starts meowing like a fucking bastard when I leave. So and it won't shut up until I come back.
Oh, that's like today. I'm walking around again, by the way, finally. Today, my mom went to the store and I heard Rosie had her little dog. And I looked and I went in there to see what was going on. She was at the door, just laying there waiting for Mama, just screaming. I love dogs. But by the way, I am about to get a cat. I'm gonna prove to people that I can raise a cat and love a cat.
Aww.
It's probably gonna die.
Get a goldfish,
jealous
dude.
of my cat.
Just get a goldfish and call it cat.
I might do that. Get a gerbil. Here, cat.
Yeah.
Well, by the way, if animals like that, what do you say? I like guinea pigs. For some reason, everybody says, "Oh, guinea pigs are nasty." I don't give a fuck. They're cool.
I've had a pet rat before, like a white lab rat. Those fucking things are very intelligent, but here's the problem with rats is
They're balls.
When you have a lot of female rat, but my housemate had a male rat.
Yeah.
And here's the thing about rats and their mating. It's not like a porn that takes 20 minutes. It's like a rat gets on and goes, and it's over, and your female rat is now pregnant.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, bugger. And then you've got a whole bunch of fucking rats and you don't know what to do with them. And it's like, uh-oh. And it's like, yeah, so don't get a pet rat.
You're still not talking about the fact that male rats have humongous balls.
They do have big balls.
Like ridiculously drag on the floor, offensive balls. Like it's
real quick.
Okay.
We're not going the full third hour. We're only going to go 15 more minutes, and we're going to end. Remember, tomorrow night we don't do a show because we do the alternate perspective. But we will be back Thursday, and I have no fucking clue who's going to be on Thursday except John Morgan.
Me.
But I do know Friday. The lovely, lovely human being, Allie Dean, who is one of my favorite new guests, by the way.
She is awesome.
She is amazing, dude, and she fits into this crowd really well.
Do you know how she got her name?
I do not.
Exactly. See, you don't know. One day she'll have to tell you guys how she got her name. Allie Dean, the human being. Mm-hmm. It is an amazing story. It's a beautiful YouTube story. It's amazing. Yeah.
Well, that's great. I'm glad that you were so informative there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm not going to tell you. She has to tell you. You have to wait for it.
But I really did. We really did. All of us enjoyed her. No, we enjoyed having her. Because as soon as she told me I like sucking cock, I was like, yep, she's a regular on the show.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, she's got to be a regular. You say I like cock on my show. I don't care if you're a dude, female. If you're a fucking parakeet and you say that shit,
just profess your love for cock. And
you're on the show.
Well, how do you think Shabisky got the fucking gig?
Exactly. And by the way, remember, folks, Patreon. If you want to see the private show, which will start next month at some point, and the reason it's going to be next month is because I'm trying to find a platform because I don't do your normal private show, right? I don't do private shows like you little pussy ass everybody else does. I mean, we got, on my private shows, there's titties, pussies, dicks, shit, poop, cum, rats, every fucking thing.
Rats?
Yep. Not
just
rats.
Yeah, you just said rats, so now you have to deliver.
I'll deliver a fucking rat. I will.
If I don't get rats in a private show, I'm going to be pissed off, and I'm going to call you a fucking scam artist, and I'm going to get mad.
I used to have some of the most epic fucking private shows, and we're going to try that again. But we can't do it on YouTube because you get kicked off, even in private shows.
Yeah.
Contrary to what Trumpster Bob believes, you can do whatever the fuck you want as long as it's a private show on YouTube.
Yeah, no, it still things against terms and service. So
yeah,
well, Trumpster Bob he wants to look at everyone's butthole, but he's totally not gay. But he wants to look at buttholes.
I'm surprised that Miss Parker hasn't had a run-in with Trumpster Bob.
That's what I'm saying. Like I'm surprised I haven't really done a deep dive into him. We're gonna have to talk about him after the show, or you're gonna
he's crazy as fuck, bro.
Yeah, you have to send me a link.
I had my first taste of Trumpster Bob the other day when I was watching DPs, and they got him on there, and he was just like, what a wonderful fucking human being he is.
He's horrible. He's horrible.
No, he's
great to laugh at.
He's
is he worse than Lord of Patriarchy?
You talking about okay, Lord? I know him as what's his
exactly
Warhammer.
Warhammer,
something. I know him as that. Yeah,
is that the dude that had all the clocks on the wall?
War Corpse or something?
Yeah,
right?
War Corpse. Yeah, something like that.
Is that him? He had all the clocks on the wall at one
all the
stage.
clocks.
Yeah.
All right. I know that guy.
Yeah.
No,
Drank some beer. He used to drink beer all the time.
Is he? No, he still gets drunk. Is he worse than that?
I think he might be.
He might be.
I think
Because we did a stream comparing what was it? Lord of Patriarchy to Von Helton. War Corpse to Von Helton. And I believe War Corpse just might be worse than Von Helton. The only reason Von Helton wins is because he had children involved in his situation. Now, I'm willing to pit Lord of Patriarchy against this person on a deep dive to see who's worse.
What do you think? Trumpster Bob is definitely okay. He comes off as like this disgusting homophobe. Yeah. But he wants to fuck guys.
All right.
Okay, so he's a closet homosexual who hates homosexuals.
Yeah, because
all right.
He literally asked us this, and he meant it. He wanted us to do it. He wanted me, Shabisky, Ben, and Scott Henson to go into a private zone and show him all of our assholes to make sure they weren't blown out like the gays.
Now, here's the thing. How does Bob know what a nice, tight, virginal ass looks like versus a massively blown out 20-year in the porn industry just doing anal career?
Yeah, like a prolapsed anus. Yeah. Like how do you know the difference? Yeah.
Yeah. How does Bob know?
Well, let's face the fact. Gay guys know how to do Kegels just like women's Chinese. Most gay guys don't have blown out assholes. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
But okay. Somebody check.
That's a very interesting situation.
We have a John Morgan's biceps in the chat room.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. John Morgan. What?
I love it. I fucking love the name John Morgan's biceps.
They're sentient and they're posting on the internet.
But now, like I said, I don't know what's patriarchy, War Corpse, what the fuck his name is. I don't know what all he's saying these days because I don't watch him anymore. I haven't watched him.
He's gotten just very very racist. He's very anti-gay.
You got to understand, most of the time the people all the locales I know is through Tap and me doing Tap and DP because I don't go and watch these fucking people, right? You know that. I don't go watch these people. That's how I learned about Shanny. That's how I learned about Vaughn, all them fuckers. Because I don't go watch them motherfuckers.
I'm in a big beef with Vaughn right now. Like I've only known Vaughn for like a month and a half, and he hates me more than he hates secular.
You like local, you like folk, but now you do know the most lovable locale on the internet, right?
Who? I do like lovable locales, like Crazy Lokes. He's so lovable and he's just hilarious. I love him to pieces.
What's his name? God damn it, I forget his name here all of a sudden. Shabisky, the one that does cook the cheeseburger.
Cobes.
Team Cobra.
Cobes. Cobes.
Hey,
I'm trying to get creators together so we can make Cobes burgers and do a live Cobes mukbang. And I want to get it all I need is 3 or 4 creators to do it with me, and we're just gonna eat.
But don't get me wrong. Cobes says some stupid shit. Cobes says some stupid shit. But you can't. But I don't feel like it's ill or like he's trying to hurt people, right?
No, he can't hurt anybody. Yeah. Come on.
Yeah. He's not trying to do what Vaughn and them, trying to be mean and stuff. I don't feel like he's that way.
And he gives out public service announcements after he finishes fat jobs. Rape is bad.
You do know about that, right, Miss Parker? Where he masturbated and jumped up and said, "Rape is bad."
Oh no!
Oh yes. So we would like to interview him and ask him what internal processes were going on before you blurted that out of your mouth. Because I've got to give you the full setup. So Cobes is at home. He's watching porn. Mm-hmm. But he's fapping. And he's streaming himself fapping while watching porn. All right. And then during this process,
he streams on Chatterbait.
He basically hits the money shot and then jumps up and says "rape is bad" out loud, out of his mouth.
That's the first thing that came to mind after.
Shabisky watched it, right? Didn't you see it?
So I'll give you. We'll do a recreation. So I'll do a like.
Okay, wait. My question is, where's the video?
We watched it out there. I don't know.
We'll find
Okay,
it.
so yeah, I need that video so that I can edit it.
Well, I'm sure someone in the chat room can find it.
Someone send that to
yeah.
Twitter on. Man, Miss Parker would like to see that video on Twitter. Give it 30 seconds, and you'll probably have 50 links to it.
Yeah,
because
if you guys just go ahead and shoot me a link. She Geeks 369 on Twitter at She Geeks 369 on Twitter. Go ahead and shoot me that. Really want to see that.
Yeah, apparently as soon as he jizzed, he jumped up and said, "Rape is bad."
That's crazy.
I know.
So what was going on in his mind when he was masturbating? That's my question.
What got him to that point of the money shot? Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't what he was watching at that point. He was lost in his own mind, thinking about something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not okay, Copes. I thought the squid burgers were bad because TGR had me watching him cooking all sorts of weird shit.
Well, we watched him make a cheeseburger one night, and it was ridiculous.
Yes, I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
He like microwaved that one part of the burger 34 times, and I'm like, God damn.
The craziest part about it, and I always repeat it, the craziest part about it has to be that he cooked the scrambled eggs in the microwave.
Yeah.
Like he cooked a patty and he cooked it on the stove, but then he doesn't cook the eggs on the stove. He cooks it in the microwave.
And
What he put bacon, but listen, he barely even fucking seared the goddamn bacon.
No. You got
his
bacon.
pans are disgusting. No. His pans, he never washes those pans. I am a true believer that the pans are where he gets the flavor. He just keeps cooking. It's the same skillet. I've never seen it. It's just one skillet, and he uses it all the time, and it's always on high, and it's always burning. There's always smoke. It's ridiculous.
It's fucked up.
It's so cringe, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing?
It takes him
an hour to make a burger, and then he puts it all in the microwave.
It's because he does it. He does it piece by piece, making the burger instead of doing all the things at once like you should do, so you could put it together all hot. He does one. He cooks the patty. Yeah. Then he puts it on the thing. Then he's like, okay, now let's get to the bacon. It's like, what do you?
But
what?
then he cooks all this. Then he puts it all in the microwave.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't even melt the cheese on the patty that he's cooking. He puts it.
He'll
in the
just
microwave.
put the patty down. And then as he's cooking ingredients, he layers it on the patty. So by the time you're done, it's 45 minutes later, a soggy patty that's been microwaved 4 times. Final ingredients go on top. Top bun goes on. Then he puts that in the microwave. And then you cut it and you eat it like Cobes. And he's like, this is delicious.
No. Burgers never ever fucking go in a microwave. Just no, that's a cardinal sin. That's heresy. It's fucking heresy.
Squid burger. No, he ate a squid burger. He put squid jerky on a fucking squid jerky on a fucking burger. They made me watch it on the Devil's Lettuce or the Salt Mine. I forgot which one it was. And they made me watch it. And it was disgusting. It was so many animals. There were like 7 animals on that fucking sandwich, bro. From the land, the air, and the sea. Like everything was on that burger. It was crazy.
You know what I want to see now? I just imagine this. I want to pitch a TV show idea or a YouTube series idea at Susan, in case you're watching Susan. Imagine Cobes cooking. Door fucking gets kicked in. Who walks in? Gordon fucking Ramsay.
Oh,
right?
No,
and then
Gordon Ramsay would walk in and then leave. He would lose his shit. He would probably stroke out. He would have a stroke and die. Like that would be the end of Gordon Ramsay. It would
new premise. We're gonna have Cobes cooking. Door gets kicked in. Gordon walks in and just goes, nope, walks out. Then Esther Blumenthal walks in. Nope, walks out. And we just go through every single top chef on the planet. Walks in and just goes, nope, too hard. And then right at the end, we have Amy from Amy's fucking God. Remember Amy from fucking Amy walks in and even she says, no, fuck this. Amy and the hubby just go, no, and them and their cats are out of there too. And then Cobes is just left to it. Yeah, everyone just says no. It's the That's the premise of the show. It's not
Like
going to
you've
last that
seen
long.
Gordon Ramsay lose his shit. Everybody's watched him lose his shit. If he walked into Cobes' kitchen, like he would literally bust a blood vessel, like instant.
Yeah. Another thing about Cobes, he says women's farts stink worse than men's because you hold it in longer than men do.
All right. Well, the women he's fucking with, I guess.
Yeah. I'm saying, yeah, he must not have many girlfriends because when them motherfuckers get comfortable with you, they don't hold it in.
Oh, chat's on fire.
Exactly, because everybody knows Gordon. They're hitting him.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay would say when he first set eyes on Cobes' kitchen and cooking.
My
stuff.
homeless cat.
I love it.
The
when
homeless
Gordon,
cat can make better toast.
Yeah. I love it when Gordon calls people a donkey. You donkey.
Yes.
I love that shit.
Oh, and he said when he said those chips are cut up. No, what was it? The kebab swinging. Sorry, he said that kebab swinging around your face like a donkey's dick.
Yeah. All right, guys.
So what the fuck is this supposed to be?
You know what? I actually might watch some Kitchen Nightmares after this. You want to watch Kitchen Nightmares?
I love Ramsay. I love the Hell's Kitchen and
yes.
And Matt, was it Master Chef? I like that show too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Hotel Nightmares is good. The
Kitchen Nightmares is my shit. Especially when he was in Ireland, the season when he was in Ireland, he went off on motherfuckers. He was so pissed off about shepherd's pie.
What about
this?
Oh, sorry, boss. I just want to say that one episode that black lady's made some really delicious soul food, and it's the only time he fucking eats the plate, cleans the plate, says nothing. The lady comes down and she says, "What do you think?" And Ramsay gets up and just fucking kisses her on the cheek, and she's just like, she runs upstairs and gets someone and she's holding the plate. Says, "Someone get a photo." Gordon Ramsay cleaned this plate. Best episode ever.
It was so sweet.
Well, not the best. The best episode was that crazy little blonde bitch, the bakery chick.
Oh my God, yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that story's insane too. I don't think people know that story. That's another fun deep dive. Because that bitch, do you know she went on to do more crazy shit? Her restaurant is still fucking open.
That's the only episode where he just said fuck it and didn't try to have no more.
That's Amy. That's Amy's Bakehouse that I was talking about.
Yeah, Amy.
That bitch crazy.
Her husband is just like, yeah, you used to run a smaller casino. Now, what's the other? It's not. What's the other place? It's like the poor version of Las Vegas where everyone goes to gamble. Reno. That's it. Yeah. Yes. So I reckon he must have.
Atlanta.
Well, I reckon he run one of the really, really small casinos in Atlanta, Amy's husband, because if he ain't fucking a retired mafioso hood, I don't know who is. Seriously, that dude carried on like a fucking pork chop. He was keeping.
You mean Atlantic City, right? Not Atlanta.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Atlantic City.
Atlantic
City. Yeah.
So I'm not American.
It's okay. You're not American, and I'm from the No Child Left Behind era, so it's okay.
I kind of knew I knew that there was a place other than Vegas where people went to gamble if they.
Yeah, Reno, Atlantic City, and Tunica's one of them. Mississippi.
Oh, Tunica. That's even. Oh yeah, if you're going on vacation to Tunica, you need to ask yourself questions. You know, there are serious questions you need to ask yourself.
It ain't bad.
I'm not saying it's bad. What I'm saying is it's not the ideal vacation destination. So if you end up going there,
no, I would suggest go. If you want to go to Mississippi for vacation, you want to go like to Philadelphia.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, on the coast. Yeah, on the coast.
That's like saying, "Oh man, I can't wait to go to Tallulah." What? Like that's not.
But now I will say this: Tunica actually has better casinos than Philadelphia, but Philadelphia is a nicer area. So yeah, I'm just saying.
I don't know. Listen, if you want to go gambling in America, for all the foreigners and Americans alike, come to Vegas. Do it right. Everybody else is just a shitty knockoff. Why be on a boat with a bunch of sweaty old nasty people?
Which Reno's not bad though.
You know, Reno. Literally, what is their motto?
The littlest big city.
The biggest little city or whatever.
Biggest little city, yeah.
Yeah, they're a mind fuck. It's literally like 12 casinos. Okay, do not let Reno fool you. It's 12 fucking casinos, one street, and a bunch of nothingness. come to Vegas and you'll have fun.
Yeah.
Just come to Vegas. Like,
Yeah.
don't go to Reno.
Well, I like going to Reno because there's certain people out there that I like.
I know, and they need to come to Vegas too.
Yeah.
I'm throwing shade. I know what I'm doing.
And I'm going to become her chili, by the way.
That is really gross.
Yeah. Well, anyways, that's okay.
Would you participate in cannibalism if it was humane cannibalism?
I'm pretty sure you participated in cannibalism already.
I do not.
Have you ever swallowed?
I mean, yeah. So yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
So, well, what I'm saying is, like, there's this dude who is part of a society. I read this fucking paper about humane cannibalism, and there's this society of people who get together and they eat people, or they eat body parts, to be completely honest, right? Like, so if you get a body part amputated, you can donate it and then they get to eat it. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. Would you do that?
No.
No.
Because here's the thing. People don't usually get limbs amputated because they're perfectly fine. It's
That's what I was just thinking. Like,
yeah, it's like, all
Well,
right.
yeah, we're talking about we're talking about like accidents, like car accidents, like necessary amputations of limbs.
All right. So
yeah.
there's
So
no
yeah, we're not talking about
tumors.
Yeah, we're not talking about diseased limbs or anything like that. We're talking about just, accidental. So the last one apparently was a leg that had to get amputated because of a motorcycle accident.
It's
so
been tenderized. What this is starting to make sense to me. If it's been pre-tenderized, it's
they made fajitas.
Delicious.
They made fajitas. 12 people went to the dinner. They made fajitas, and they talk about like the experience, what it was like, what it smelled like, what it tastes like, all this stuff. And I'm like, that's crazy. And so I'm like, would you participate in a dinner party of humane cannibalism?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
No?
Because I'm under the impression I should actually look into the medical truth of this about humans eating humans. Apparently, it's very, very bad. And brain, especially the brain, but you get Prions disease, like the
same thing with any brain.
Well,
you should never.
But
this is an
also,
intriguing conversation, but we gotta wrap it up. Hurry up.
Oh, okay.
I was just gonna say, I'm not sure about eating flesh though.
Yeah.
So I need to look into that.
What's your business?
We need to go to 11.
Why?
Because I got a stream scheduled.
Well, if somebody tip, I'll go to
15 after. All right, guys. Someone tip, and then we'll keep going for another 24 minutes.
And we can keep talking about like eating people and like, okay, and if you could eat people, how would you eat them? Would you
with a spoon?
With a spoon.
Well, that's why they had that outbreak of Prions disease in New Guinea, because the way they disposed of the corpses in Papua New Guinea was they'd eat the fucking corpses. Because that was part of their tradition, and a lot of the women were given the brain to eat. So a lot of the women were getting I forget what they call it up there, but it was called mad cow's disease in England. I think it's called.
That's pretty much
Prions
what we
disease.
called it here. Yeah, Prions disease.
And it's basically the brain just starts getting freaking holes.
That happens anytime that you eat brain. Period. Like you shouldn't be eating those types of organs of any mammal or any animal at any. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just what it's just a problem. I don't know.
My dad used to eat pork brains. My dad used to eat pork brains all the time. My dad did.
What about chilled monkey brains, like on Raiders of the Lost Ark? That's got to be fine.
People eat that. I know there's some Southerners that eat fucking squirrel brains. So
I've heard of it.
Yeah, so it's not an uncommon practice, but it's definitely something that you should not consume because you're likely to get, a disease from that. But what I'm talking about is the flesh. You know what I mean? Like humans are mammals, and there is flesh. Yeah. So would you get? Because I know there's this weird thing about people saying if you eat a human, you can go crazy. I understand that it happens if you eat brain matter, but is it the same thing with flesh matter? And I read this article, so now my mind is like, oh wow, I'm gonna fall down the rabbit hole. I'm gonna end up watching Gordon Ramsay and reading about cannibalism for the rest of the night. That's where it's going. Oh.
That's the way it's gonna go down in Miss Pocketown. Yeah.
All right. So they called it kuru in Papua New Guinea. That disease. So I'm just looking up real quick on
Google. Got to find a decent place instead of just right. Medical news today. Let's see what they said. Article from 2018. All right, saying, however, cannibalism is bad. Is this asking the question? Is cannibalism bad for your health? So
Yeah.
let's see. Cannibalism occurs in many species, been part of human culture for thousands of years. That's not okay. That's not good. Some cultures, cannibalism involves eating parts of one's enemies in order to take on their strength. Ooh,
Yeah.
Kinky.
Yeah.
Europe from 14th up to the 18th century, human body parts were knowingly sold and purchased as medications, particularly bone, blood, and fat. Okay, but once we start to cannibalism really makes it, we see that our feelings aren't quite as clear cut. Blah blah blah. Health implications of eating colleagues. Oh shit! So that's the title of this paragraph. Well, fuck. That's it. Although it seems wrong, the good news is, and this is the article, not me saying it, consuming cooked human flesh is no more dangerous than eating the cooked flesh of other animals. I did not know that.
And that's where my mind was going. I'm just like, at the end of the day, we're still animals. It's flesh, you know. So as long as you cooked it and prepared it properly, there would be no real difference between that and a cow. Right. Yeah. As disturbing as the thought is to eat people like that. But at the end of the day, like, that's what it is. Though.
Well, Hannibal Lecter did it and he turned out fine.
He's totally fine.
The rest of this entire paragraph says the next it goes on. However, there is one organ that should be avoided at all costs, the brain. And then it just starts talking about fucking Kuru prion disease. And they just go, don't ever. No.
Yeah. And that makes sense. Like I said, it's and that goes with like most animal. I think any animal, like you should not eat the brain. I don't think you should eat most organs. You know, like I'm not an organ eater. I don't like liver. My grandma used to make me eat liver and onions. Like, oh, so gross.
And listen to this. At its peak, 2% of all deaths in the 4 villages were due to Kuru. The disease prominently struck down females and children. In fact, some villages became almost entirely devoid of women because they were the ones that prepared corpses and stuff, and they were the ones that were given the brains to eat. And then the kids got it as well.
DJ, even though I just timed you out for the fuck up.
That's freaking insane.
So yeah, don't eat the brain.
No, don't eat the brain.
But a nice rump steak, not a problem. As long as there's a consent. Consent needs to be involved. Or
oh my god, that's an even weirder question. Okay, so remember the Oregon Trail situation, right? Like nowadays, people have so many plastic parts. Like, what if you do end up on top of a mountain and you're just stuck with a bunch of silicone people? Like it's fucked off, right? Like I mean, fuck. What part do you eat of a human being if the human being is all silicone?
Yeah, how am I supposed to get a good ass steak on the top of a fucking snow-covered peak after a fucking plane crash with my soccer team? Damn it!
Well, that's when you have to eat the innards. You have to eat the innards then.
Fuck.
If I'm trapped on the Andes, I want to have nice, plump, firm buttocks and bosoms to be able to fucking get some steaks off. Damn it! That's why I took everyone with me. You aren't my teammates. You're my backup fucking food supply, motherfuckers.
Exactly.
You have to eat the innards then. If they're all silicone, the innards and the thighs.
The marrow out of the bone.
What are gizzards?
That's haggis, basically. Was starting to get into haggis territory.
Okay, and haggis is
a sheep's stomach.
Yeah.
Stuffed with offal and other.
People don't have gizzards, do they?
Hold on, wait a second, because I actually like haggis, and I've never looked it up, so no spoilers. I don't want to know.
Oh, you don't know.
Yeah, it's tasty though. When it's done right, it's really good. Okay, so gizzards and haggis are like we're in the same zone there, as you're telling me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay,
yeah. No, I put them in the zone of bits that you shouldn't really be fucking around with unless you're really, 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 really hungry, which is why the reason haggis was probably created in the first place, because everything else was eaten and they're going, what are we going to fucking eat? And they look at the sheep's stomach and go, And then I look around and go, well, if we shove that in that, and then we put it in some water and boil it till it stinks the whole room up, we're not going to starve to death. And everyone else, they just went, well, we're all drunk enough anyway, let's do it. And they did.
Yeah, it's poor food. It's survival food, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so, but there's so much good stuff. Like menudo is survivor food. A lot of soul food is survivor food. You know, it's like, it's just the scraps and bits that were left over.
I've got a different style of survival food. Pepperoni pizza. Lasagna is a really good survival food.
Yum, yum.
Cheeseburgers are a fantastic
Ramen noodles.
Yes.
Asshole.
No, we're back into gizzards and haggis territory again. We've left that, and we're into.
We're going. I'm happy I live in this world in this time.
Yeah.
You know, because my poor food is ramen noodle. It's like 10 cents a pack. You can buy it. It's delicious. Put an egg on that shit. Yes. You know.
Yeah.
That's my favorite poor food is ramen noodle with an egg and maybe some veggies.
I'll get the sauteed noodles, the Indonesian style ones. They're spicy.
Ooh, nice.
Nice and spicy.
Is that your favorite go-to poor people food? Like what honest to God, what is your favorite I'm broke food? Everybody has been broke in their life. What is your
Vegemite toast. Vegemite toast and a cup of tea.
Okay.
I'm Vienna sausage.
A Vienna sausage? Those are good.
Our ramen noodles.
I was about to say ramen.
Cup of noodle.
Ramen with an egg is my favorite poor food. Like, love it.
Well, we couldn't afford eggs.
It is pretty good. I must say that an egg on some fresh ramen is delicious. Sometimes I get roast chicken, just tear up some roast chicken and throw it in with the spicy noodles. That's fucking good too.
Yeah, it's really tasty. My husband calls that a spread at that point because in prison, that's what they would do. So you get your noodles and then they'd add beef jerky sticks or, whatever little things they had from commissary. They put it in their noodles and that was what they called the spread. My husband makes a mean ramen noodle, like no bullshit. Prison noodles are the shit. Like they get really creative in there. They're delicious. He made me a chimichanga, like a prison chimichanga. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, we make chimichangas in prison. I'm like, no, you can't make chimichangas with the stuff you get in commissary. And he fucking did that shit in front of my face. And it was delicious.
My uncle sent me a bunch of shit one time. Yeah. They do these fucking desserts with candy bars and all kind of. Just so fucking rich, man.
Oh, yeah, like coffee balls and all sorts of weird things. I'm like, this is insane. Because they only have maybe like 20 ingredients to use, and all the things that they can do with it are amazing. Humans are weird. We're weird.
We are weird, especially right now.
Well, it's like potheads. We're pretty sort of like we're not the smartest people in the world, but give us some weed, but no bong. We are become instant fucking engineering experts, right? I shit you not. It's just like you start looking at it, it's like, right, that can hold 20 fucking pound of fucking back pressure. That's the fucking hose. Boom, boom. And within 2 minutes, you've got a fully functional fucking state-of-the-art 3-chamber bong.
Yeah, it's like, we got this. We're doing this. Gravity bong.
The funniest thing is watching meth heads, because meth heads think they're crafty. And they will create the worst shit ever.
I was just about to say, like, at least a stoner, for what, even if they don't realize they're doing science, they still pull it off. Well, when you get into the crackheads, like they're gonna blow their face.
I had a meth head cousin who told me she was staying in my house, so I let them use my room, and so they built shelves in my room. So I went in there, and they had aluminum foil boxes nailed in with big ass spike nails. That was their shelves.
Yeah, there you go. That's what it is. That makes sense.
Yeah, look, stoners are very ingenious. For instance, in Australia, you got some weed. You need a bong. All right. We get these 500 milliliter, half liter fruit juice bottles. That's the chamber of the bong. Got no hose though. Oh shit, what do? You look around, there's pawpaw trees everywhere. You go up to that pawpaw tree, you rip off the leaf and the stem, and then you snap the leaf off. That stem's hollow.
And
there's
you
your
can use
fucking
that.
goddamn stem. So you can, and then you roll up a cone piece out of the foil from your cigarette packet, because that
Mhm.
won't burn. It'll
It'll
stay.
just sit there. So
Yep.
now you've got your bowl, and we're ready to go.
Yeah, you're ready to rock, and you've ninja'd that shit up from nothing. It's like you even harvest nature at one point to help.
Now down
Keep your
south,
drug
they'll use
addiction.
sugar cane. I know there's some people
Yeah.
they'll use sugar cane or bamboo. You can also there's all sorts of fun with apples.
Apple.
All sorts of, I saw one guy do it with a watermelon, which was excessively stupid because just the work that went into creating it, because the inside of the watermelon is so moist. You have to literally take everything out of it to make it functional. And I'm like, at that point, you're just being stupid. So I just wasted a whole watermelon to get high. Like, I'd rather just eat the watermelon.
Yeah, bucket bongs. It's just just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Where there's
You
weed,
can
there's
do
a
it.
way.
Yeah.
Oh, have you ever done it with knives?
No.
Oh, okay. Now this is okay. See, everybody. Okay, so they're
Pot
shaking
knife.
their heads. Pot knives. So it's literally
knife,
like
not pot
freebasing
knife.
weed. Okay, like
Yeah.
you're freebasing at that point. You take a butter knife and you put it on the stove until it gets hot. Put like a little bit of weed there, and then get another. Like you have two butter knives, and you sandwich it in between, and so it'll instantly burn. So you're like vaporizing the weed, and you suck up the smoke. It's a really clean burn, but literally you look like a straight up bass head because
Oh.
you're freebasing
We
with these
used-
fucking.
We used to spot hash. This is how desperate we were back when we were fucking kids. We'd score a block of fucking hash and we'd go to someone's house and we'd just run into their kitchen and turn the fucking oven on and start putting fucking little balls of hash on the heating element and burning them up and getting plastic straws in because we were fucking
And then sucking it up like a
Yeah, and-
fucking idiot. Like
and then the plastic straws like just melting and just so you're basically getting a 50-50 hit of hash and congealed plastic.
yeah.
And it's like, I'm so high.
It's fucking great. This is good weed.
Why can't I breathe? It's because there's plastic that's fucking congealed onto your surface of your lungs now, you dumb fucking idiots. Like, you're fired. Get out.
We're gonna go ahead and end.
All right,
You're
so
lying.
hi.
You know, you got 10 more minutes of this. You ain't
All
got
right.
to wait that long for your shit.
You're lying.
You shut the fuck up, you skinny fucker.
Who?
I love you.
Ugh.
Dad. Anyways,
Love you guys.
Yeah, I love you too. And thanks everybody for watching, liking, sharing. We appreciate it. And we'll catch you Thursday on the wood. Make sure you check out Shabisky's stream next. And
Click the link in the chat.
click the link in the chat. And also make sure you
Yeah.
check out,
Yeah.
subscribe to Miss Parker's channel. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you like petty people that do petty
Yeah.
shit all day,
Yeah.
I'm your bitch.
She likes to
Yeah.
show her butthole sometimes on her.
Whoa.
Sometimes.
True.
Whoa.
And I have a
yeah.
big red dick, big
Whoa.
red cock.
Wow. Oh my god.
It's giant. It's giant.
Oh my god.
All right, so we know she loves you, man, and I love you guys. So bye.
Bye-bye.
Shabisky, you suck.